All right. Another brand new edition of the show, Sound County Premier Platform, is here with you. Voice of Sinoe with Esoteric. We are here. We are back with a brand new edition to talk to our people. All right, let's see. Let's see here what I shared. Let me view the device from over here. Let me view the device from over here. All right, perfect. I love my sound. So, all right, guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, Voice of Sinoe here with Esoteric coming to you from Delaware, New York. You have another brilliant, fascinating show today for you. So, as you join, please share the link. We are live on YouTube as well. Subscribe to our YouTube page, Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora. That's our name on YouTube. And Facebook, we go by the name Dark Side Porter Esoteric. And share with your friends. And so we can have a fascinating, fantastic, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious show. Yes, I'm fired up. All right, let's see. Let's do some entertainment here. And I will be sharing the video from my side as you do as well. Let me see here. Yeah, let's see what we can get this sound. The music going. Let me see here. What's all my sound over there? Yep. All right, let's see. Let me do another audio. Please do share for us, please. Please share. Please do share for us. All right. Let me get that thing down, and now we're getting it back into studio. I'll bring that.
This one a real one. Who Yankee? I'm a real sticker a long time. Lyrical, mash up the place.
Okay, you're not able to take care of Babu Nebo. You not able to bust the rata babu ebo. Also ja monkey calm down. Oh monkey calm down. Monkey calm down. Oh monkey calm down. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey. Also ja monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Once upon the time, in the jungle, there live so many animals and so many trees. During the day, there were no restriction. Anytime, any day, anyone used to corrupt and go style free in the jungle, yeah. After they realized that everything was good, I said everyone were only after the food. Majority of the people went beyond baboon, and few people went beyond okay. The headers of the time made a big mistake. After election, they went and made a selection. So the citizen of the jungle was unsatisfied. So they decided using another caretaker. Who love, who care, who has ability, taking care of the monkey. You not able to take care of Babu Nebo. You not able to bust the rata babu able. Oh soldier monkey calm down. Oh monkey calm down. Monkey calm down. Oh rob monkey calm down. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey. Oh soldier monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey chop. Monkey can I get tired?
Say monkey chop
yo. Monkey can I get tired?
Monkey chop.
Monkey can I get tired? Monkey chop yo. Monkey can I get tired?
Keeping banana and the chop stealing is a error. A Russian is a error.
Monkey can I get tired?
Hey, we wanna live life. That's to live a good life. We wanna live life. Can't we live for better life? We wanna live life. That's to live for better life. We wanna live life. That's to live for better life. We wanna live life. That's to live for better life.
You not able to take care of babu nebo. You not able to bust the rata babu nebo. Oh soldier monkey calm down. Oh monkey calm down. Monkey calm down. Oh rob monkey calm down. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey. Oh soldier monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you.
Monkey listen, you give it right, it can crack it. Bible storm, monkey listen, you give it stick, it can break it. We do your long time at Buddha, Mr. Monkey was very wicked. If we all see it with your apple, they all do that, love is wicked. Monkey see apple, they wicked, banana and plum, they lick it. All the cuckoo food in a pocket, it when give it something lick it. Monkey drop it, it drop it, nana, only babu can stop it. Monkey drop it, drop it, nana, only babu can stop it. It for all African monkeys, all I want for them to rip it. Monkey jump from tree to tree, hustle hustle. It ready gets it. Monkey jump from tree to tree, hustle hustle. When I it ready gets it. Two back when monkey we catch it. That one it will not be easy. How you read, my people? I say it wicked. How you read, my people? I say it
Monkey, you not able to take care of babu nebo. You not able to bust the rata babu nebo. Oh soldier monkey calm down. Oh monkey calm down. Soldier monkey calm down. Oh rob monkey calm down. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey. Oh soldier monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Don't jam a monkey say that away home. Don't small monkey say away home. On top of monkey say away home. Oh monkey say that away home. Away home. Away home. Away home. Away home. Let me know away home. Away home. Away home. My people yeah. Away home. Away home.
This one a real one. Who Yankee? I'm a real sticker a long time. Lyrical, mash up the place.
Monkey, you not able to take care of babu nebo. You not able to bust the rata babu nebo. Oh soldier monkey calm down. Oh monkey calm down. Monkey calm down. Oh rob monkey calm down. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey. Oh soldier monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Once upon the time in the jungle, there lay so many animals and so many trees. During the day, There were no restriction, anytime, any day. Anyone used to corrupt and go stay free in the jungle, yeah. After they realized that everything was good, I said everyone were only after the food. Majority of the people went beyond baboon, and few people went beyond okay. The headers of the time made a big mistake. After election, they went and made a selection. So the citizen of the jungle was unsatisfied. So they decided to send another caretaker. Who loves, who care, who has the ability, taking care of the people.
Okay, you're not able to take care of baboon able. You're not able to bust the rata baboon able. Oh, soldier, monkey calm down. Oh, monkey calm down. Monkey calm down. Oh, rock, monkey calm down. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey. Oh, soldier, monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey chop chop chop. Monkey can I get tired? Monkey chop chop yo. Monkey can I get tired? Monkey chop chop chop. Monkey can I get tired? Monkey chop chop yo. Monkey can I get tired?
Keeping banana and the chopun. Stealing is a error. A Russian is a error.
Monkey can I get tired?
Hey, we wanna live life. That's to live a good life. We wanna live life. We wanna live for better life. We wanna live life. That's to live for better life. We wanna live life. That's to live for better life. We wanna live life. That's to live for better life.
You're not able to take care of baboon able. You're not able to bust the rata baboon able. Oh, soldier, monkey calm down. Oh, monkey calm down. Monkey calm down. Oh, rock, monkey calm down. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey. Oh, soldier, monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you.
Monkey listen, you give it right, it can crack it. Bible storm, monkey listen, you give it stick, it can break it. We do your long time ago that Mr. Monkey was very wicked. The way you see it with your apple, they all know that love is wicked. Monkey see apple, they wicked. Banana and plum, they take it. All the cuckoo food in the pocket, it went give it something lick it. Monkey grab it.
Where was you go? Where was you? Okay, now. Association. Welcome. Ya buy young well, buy nice, no, buy nice, I've got young well. One okay,
Esqueca Junior, the marvelous producer.
Baby, papa, yeah. You papa, now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
It stop it, Nana, only Babu can stop it. Monkey drop it, it stop it, Nana, only Babu can stop it. It for all African monkeys, all I want for them to rip it. Monkeys jump from tree to tree, hustle hustle. It ready get sick. Monkeys jump from tree to tree, hustle hustle. When I it ready get sick, two Babu and monkey we catch it. That one it will not be easy. How you read, my people? I say it wicked. How you read, my people? I say it
Monkey, you not able to take care of Babu Nebu. You not able to bust the rata, Babu Nebu. Oh, soldier, monkey, come down. Oh, monkey, come.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Voices Sinoe in the Diaspora with Doc Sayapura Esoteric. We are coming to you live from Newark, Delaware. It's a beautiful day out here. We are glad again to be here with you to discuss Osano County, to discuss Liberia, to discuss the future of our county and the country as a whole. So I want to say thank you so much for joining me. Please, as you get on, please share the link for us. We would do appreciate all of you. Please as well subscribe to our YouTube page. YouTube is Madison Freeman. No, it's Voices Sinoe actually. On YouTube is Voices Sinoe. You can go there, subscribe to our YouTube page. We will highly appreciate you. So I'm seeing a couple of people that are following right now. That's Mr. William Sua. How you doing, sir? Welcome aboard. Somebody got some fancy name here. I can't recognize it. But he said, I am following from Bhutto. Thank you for following. You got to make your name Uncle Success or something like that. Okay. Bolu Giflo Shuku. How you doing? Welcome. It's the First Lady of Voices Sinoe there. I'm saying T. Ojuku Yepa is also following. Appreciate all of you for joining me this afternoon. We have a wonderful show here coming your way. Let's do our commercials. Benedict Barr, welcome aboard. I appreciate you joining us. All right, let's get into our discussion. You can always follow the recorded version of the show. If you want to participate, of course, you have to be live. So, I mean, those of you that are, just share it on your page. That's all you have to do. Now, normally we do little commercials here when we get on the show. That's the first thing we do. So I want to do a quick commercial here before we get into the juicy aspect of the show. Just a reminder, our brother and sister, Klarwlue Mane, this weekend is Klarwlue and Tina's weekend. They will be getting married. So it will be in DesMoines, Iowa. Here, Winter, welcome aboard. All right, so DesMoines, Iowa will be literally shut down this weekend. It's Klarwlue, Mane, and Tina and Mane. They'll be Mane, both of them, but right now she's Tina Weblow. I think it's the last name as of now. But as of next week, as a matter of fact, after Sunday, on Sunday, she will be Tina Mane. All right. So we want to encourage you to go to DesMoines, Iowa this weekend if you are in Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota. I think it's Wisconsin. They are all closer to Iowa. You can make your way there. We're going to make sure we are working out modalities as well to see where we can go over there and cover the program. All right. So, yes, Klarwlue and Tina, I want to say congratulations in advance on your big day that is coming up. Also want to remind you of the upcoming wedding as well of Gorney and Marie. Marie and Gorney, their wedding is also coming up. Will be the 22nd of this month, July the 22nd. here. I shouldn't say here, but it will be in Philadelphia. Even though I'm not too far from Philadelphia, I'm like 30 or 45 minutes away. All right, so Gorney and Marie, the wedding also coming up. We want to encourage you to be part of the occasion to celebrate with the couple. All right. Also, a reminder of the National Administration of the USAA. The convention is coming up August. It runs from the 3rd to the 6th of August. I don't like the fee, but the thing gave me over here. Sorry. All right. So, yes, it will be in Minnesota. So they say cordial to invite you. You all to AIDS National Convention. That is the United Sapphire Association. That is the 33rd annual convention, and it will be held in Minnesota. The address is listed there: 4201 Regional Avenue, North. That's Robbinsdale, Minnesota 55303. And again, it's August the 3rd to the 6th, 2023. You have music, some interesting music will be there. Nice food, different cuisines. Yes, drinks. Once you pay your admission fee, you are good to go. For non-members, the planning committee is coming up with the fee that you'll be paying, the admission fee. All right. So join us in Minnesota. It will be a fantastic weekend from the 3rd to the 6th of August. All right. I think these are the commercials I have for us. So far, so good. All right. So let's get to some important business here. All right. So, but before I bring on the first major thing, I will be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora with Dark Side, the Esoteric, coming to you live from Newark, Delaware. All right, so the breaking news we are getting, North Dakota, of the United Sapphire Association. North Dakota, they had an election on the 1st of July, which was, I think, day before yesterday. They had a presidential election in North Dakota. You know, President Otello Kolo term is expired. He just completed his second term. And so there was a need for election to go on in a chapter. So against that backdrop, the Electoral Commission, which was headed by Doris Kofa, they conducted a free and fair election on the 1st of July. And we are told it was wonderful. They were free and fair, transparent, and those words were actually enforced. And also, we want to showcase the leaders. The president-elect is A. Melvin Dweh. A. Melvin Dweh is the president-elect of USAA North Dakota Chapter. All right, A. Melvin Dweh, a.k.a. Junior Bodweh. I think I got to call this gentleman. One second, guys. All right, so A. Melvin Dweh was recently, yesterday actually, was elected as the president, taking over from this guy right here, Otello Kolo. Kolo was the president, the two-term president of USAA Minnesota Chapter. So we want to say congratulations to the new leadership. We also want to say thanks to Otello Kolo for, I can say, establishing that chapter and maintaining it until it got to where it is right now, where you can transition. You know, it's a good thing to see young people practicing democracy. You know, Kolo served, and he thought that, you know, we have to turn things over to another person, and so A. Melvin Dweh took over. Deputizing Melvin Dweh is Emmanuel Teahjay, if you like, Emmanuel Goa. So Emmanuel is now the vice president. He was once the chaplain for that chapter. So, but Emmanuel now is the vice president of USAA North Dakota Chapter. Next on the list, elected by the members of that chapter, we have Maxine Goa. Maxine is the general secretary for the chapter of USAA North Dakota Chapter. All right, Maxine, I think currently he is acting in the interim, I think, as general secretary, if I'm not in the marginal error. Yeah, but now he is the democratically elected secretary, chief scribe for that chapter. Next elected is Jackson Williams. Jackson Williams is the financial secretary for USAA North Dakota Chapter. Jackson Williams, the king of the union, is now the financial secretary. All right, now let me read the communication from the Electoral Commission verbatim so that you can hear what she said, what the team wrote, the Electoral Commission, the communication from the office. So over here is from Doris Kufa, who is the chair for the Electoral Commission of the election that was just held in North Dakota that brought Melvin Dweh and others to power. So she said, hello, brothers and sisters, and the Sapo land of USAA North Dakota Chapter. The 2023 national election, 2023 election was held yesterday, July 1st. And she said, I would like to present to you your new leadership team that won the 2023 free and fair elections. He said this was led by A. Melvin Dweh, the gentleman on the screen there for you. Mr. A. Melvin Dweh was elected as the president, followed by Melvin Dweh. Again is Mr. Emmanuel J. Teahjay. He's the vice president, this gentleman right here. Next to Emmanuel is Maxine Goa. Mr. Maxine Goa, or if you like, Reverend Maxine Goa, is the general secretary for USAA North Dakota Chapter. Followed by Maxine, we have Mr. Jackson Williams. Mr. Jackson David Williams is the financial secretary for USAA North Dakota elect. And according to the Electoral Commission here, she said treasurer, chaplain, and parliamentarian, these positions will be filled later. All right, so it means that there was no candidate for these other positions, okay, as of now. So she said thanks again to everyone who took time off from the busy schedule and participated in the elections process. Okay, so that's the communication from the Electoral Commission of North Dakota, USAA. Now, so I want to say congratulations to A. Melvin Dweh and the team out there. It's a huge challenge, but you know you can do it. You have the former president in your corner, Otelo Kolo, Nyosua the guard is on your side. This gentleman right here, when Kolo is on your side, you're good to go. He did a marvelous job leading that chapter. All right, guys, that's the breaking news we're getting from North Dakota that we wanted to share with you. Let's go to something else that we want to talk about here on Voice of Sign Up. Now, this one is a breaking news as well, so I'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voice of Sino here with Esoteric coming to you from Newark, Delaware, these United States of America. All right, so we want to talk about the political activities of Sino County. You know, we are in a political season, and a lot is going on in the country, in Liberia. All right, so the the issue we want to address, the talking point, we call this the fraudulent CDC primary victories in Sinoe by Omens. The fraudulent CDC primary victories in Sinoe by Omens. But you know what? Before I go ahead with elaboration, let me see what I can call one of the guys that contested in that district primary. See what he will pick up. If he does, that would be good. But let's see. Let me give me a shot.
Hello.
Hey, Goodrich.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm well, thank you. You are on Voice of Santa with Esoteric here. We are live. We just wanted to get a little
Yeah.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Okay, good. I mean, we were following the election. We were following the election, or if you like, the primary in Sinoe County, specifically electoral district number 3. Initially, we were hearing rumors that the electoral process or the primary, the selection of candidate was postponed. But later on, we got a video announcing people as winners. You want to speak to that? I understand you are one of the guys that contested.
Oh yeah, definitely. To what I know, as a candidate up to date, the primary or whatever the date that people are passing around in the name of something about winning any primary is a fiasco, and it's a fake thing at the day, that bag out thing a day. And as far as we're concerned, we are still waiting for the primary committee that is selling the Region 5, which is led by K. Matthew Shan. We up to now, we have not been communicated to about when the primary will be here. All what we are seeing on Facebook is a fiasco. Sonny-Boy believes in dubious things, and we believe in the democratic process. When you want to lead the people of District 3, you must be transparent in all aspects. But to start now and do back those things and you say you want to represent the people, nobody going to vote for Sonny-Boy. Sonny-Boy is a person who love bad those things.
But Goodrich,
as one of the candidates,
Goodrich,
that process was dubious. That process, nobody going to give it regard.
Goodrich.
Yeah.
When you said Sonny-Boy is engaging into dubious activities, what exactly do you mean?
But see what happened. We went for primary, right? And he brought a pay agents, and they disrupted the process, right? Then now, the next day on Sunday morning, he went behind the house and somebody gave him a certificate in the name of winning primary. How do you call it?
So, but give her a little background. How did the process go? You guys did not vote?
No voting process went on. We went to the place when he saw the momentum for us, for our supporters. Then somebody went to told him that when you go to the primary, you'll be defeated because the primary here, even all the delegates that you brought here, they're not going to vote for you because the way we see things when you go to the project, you'll be defeated. Now how you went, you started placing call, and how people came around and they disrupted the process. They start knocking the door. They start doing all type of this, chucking rock and other things in the primary hall. So it got the committee chairperson afraid, and the committee chairperson said, we cannot conduct this primary because it's already 6:45. So we postpone the primary, so you guys will be notified in Tuesday to reconduct the primary. So go look yesterday, and somebody coming from Greenville that somebody won on Facebook. How do you call it? It's a dubious process. How can we go to that kind of process, undemocratic process, when we are contrary with democratic change, when we are coalition with democratic change? How can we go to that process? So our supporters are still waiting for the CDC, the primary committee, and the national executive committee of the CDC to be able to conduct the primary because the people will prevail. That's what we stand for.
But Goodrich, the guys that announced the results were people that were sent by the Central Committee, though, from Moravia, and they announced the results. So which team are you still waiting for?
You look at what you are saying, right?
Yes.
Okay. let's look at the process. The primary committee was headed by a chairman. How can Secretary General behind the door go and announce somebody? How that work?
Okay, so who should I announce the result? What's the name of the person?
K. Matthew Shah.
Matthew
Shah is the chairperson of Region 5 of the CDC primary committee. He was to be the one to announce any candidate who would have won the election, and not Secretary General of the committee. So, okay, ask the question: where was the chairman? You wouldn't have the Secretary General holding certificate in hand, giving it to Tony Bodweh. Why being the rest of the committee? The committee, they are 10 person that came. So I get one person or 2 person will get certificate to somebody in the president of the superintendent.
There was no certificate in the first place. There was no certificate.
So the poor person is dubious.
Okay, so right now you said, what is your action of redress?
We are reading the committee on the primary committee on grievance and active committee.
Okay.
That are responsible to look at all issues that are for the primary. So we are here waiting the result, what they want to say about the process. So our supporter, we told them to remain kind while we are looking at the process. All we know that no primaries was held in District 3, Sinoe County. What Sonenborg and people are doing, they are not doing it in the interest of the people, they're doing it in their own selfish interest, because the people will never prevail at the primary.
Okay, so, but do you want to, I mean, because I'm only hearing Sonenborg though, but the other lady too, Barbara Kerr, did she fairly win the election as well?
No, I can't speak to, there was no primary having District number 1 as well, because I was there and the primary was also postponed. But I'm so concerned about District 3 because I participated in District 3 primary.
Okay.
I will not speak to District 1 because I was not a candidate or the aspiring in District number 1, but I was part of the process in District 3. So I'm concerned more about District 3. District number 1, I was there, and the process was also postponed because I was there when the committee chair announced the postponement of the process. The same thing happened in District 3. So how will people go and get somebody's certificate or get people certificate in the name of winning primary? Which primary have they won? Which primary? Who participated? Who are those that went to the process? Why would we not want to believe in the democratic process? We want to use bad though. Somebody want to be represented how you want to do it?
So in other words, what I'm sensing from you is those guys that went there, they were bribed by Sonenborg. That's what you're saying in other words?
But Sonenborg going around bribing other people. In fact, the 9 political parties, he called the 9 political parties at Omen House. Omen Wulu, who one of the chairmen, he called the 9 political parties to Omen Wulu place, and they went there and he told them he would offer each of the candidate chair for the 9 constitutional party something like $5,000 Liberian dollars. So the people must give them name, they must give him name, so he will be able to get that name and give it to the people, so the people can write those names down. He did all that work. Oh no, wait, I think that one or 2 parties that went with him because they needed out $75,000. Omen Wulu, who is the chairperson for the Redemption Democratic Congress. He was mobilizing people to go and get Sonenborg support in the need of giving money. So that money issue with Sonenborg or Eden Noah, that's something that he always uses. He always using to use a battle. He's not using the transparent process. So when he brought some of the candidate chairs, at the end of the day, the bribe did not work. So when we went to the process, the very people he brought, the people were not going away.
So, but Goodrich, it's one thing to make an allegation, though. It's another thing to substantiate the veracity of the allegation. What evidence do you have that Sonenborg bribed the people?
I'm telling you. Go to Omen. Send one of your journalists to Omen Wulu play. Omen Wulu get brand new motorbike for Sonenborg. How did he got that motorbike? Go there and see. Omen Wulu. The RDC chair, Redemption Democratic Congress, the chair for Sinoe. They make a brand new motorbike. How did he obtain that motorbike? That bag there was given to him as a bribe from Sonenborg for Ellis Noam. He wanted to bribe the Omen, so the Omen, in fact, they are recording available for that Omen. He changed the coordinator overnight and he brought somebody from He brought one guy from Kubadi to serve as coordinator for RDC. Those information are in our possession.
Okay, so but Goodrich, which party are you from though?
I'm from the Movement for Economic Empowerment, MOVE.
Okay. And who is the standard bearer for that party?
No, we have a political leader who is the Minister of Foreign Affairs, D. Mazur Sakimia. He is our political leader for the Movement for Economic Empowerment. The national chairman is Rabbi Mugabe Sami. Rabbi Mugabe Sami is our national chair. And in fact, the party, the chairman released, gave a press release that the party will not accept any undemocratic process. Instead of there was no election. What's talking about a team, Ellis Noah, a team masquerading around and telling people that he won election. Which election? Who participated in election he won? Where? How?
So Goodrich, another question. Goodrich, another question I have for you. Assuming the decision stands, what is your next course of action?
Which decision stand and how is it going to stand?
The decision.
Who will support on democratic tendency in a great coalition with democratic change?
Goodrich, give me a second. Give me a second, please.
Willing to go to the democratic process. Nobody can use a battle process that anybody can honor. Nobody can use a battle process that anybody can honor. So we are here. We are committed to the process. Let the process come, and the people go to choose who they want to lead the CDC for electoral district number 3, Sinoe County. Not through backdoor.
Okay, so but the question I was just asking. Hypothetical question, right? Assuming the Booker's decision stands, would you go independent or you opt out?
The process is not what we are thinking. But in any case where, but I know that the party will not do. But in any case that the party will want to choose somebody through backdoor, that I know that the party will not do. We have a plan B. The people say. Love us because they were wanted to show that case yesterday at the primary. So we're going independent.
Okay,
yeah, we'll be an independent candidate when we cannot force it, but the result will be given at the ballot. We can't use somebody who use backdoor would be elected as representative of the city. How that going to work?
Okay, so assume let's say you say your plan B is to go independent. So if you are to go independent, what do you have to offer to the people of Sinoe County District number 3? What have you done, and what do you want to do?
The people of District 3 would have been 7 for the people of District 3. I worked with Honorable Zarzar for the first 6 years as administrative assistant in the Zarzar office. And when we were there, we were making many contributions in the community. The first time for the Kubadi people to benefit from the microfinance program of the CBO. I advocated for the women of Kubadi when they receive $400 and some $1,000. There are a lot of people that benefited from that process. So the issue of what we are bringing to the table, we are bringing to the table economic empowerment to Liberians. Nobody can be able to provide food for themselves when they are not economically empowered. So the only way the country can be transformed, the country can be good, when the people are empowered. Because a poor people cannot build a rich nation. So we are saying, let institutionalize the microfinance program that will benefit the petty trader, that will benefit the farmers, that will benefit our people that are doing hotel and restaurant business, and the people that are doing cross-border businesses. Those are things that we are bringing to the table. And we are also bringing to the table that development of the district will be equilibrium. We are bringing unity. Our people must be able to go and visit one another. Let us discuss development agenda. They must discuss development agenda among themselves. For example, in a budget, if we advocate and when we have like 200,000 in the budget for district number 3, the people from Zarzar, the people from Sinoe, the people from Wakaba, the people from Teahjay, the people from Sinoe, they must meet and decide where that money should be used and what are the priorities. They must decide. But we will not say at the capital building to decide for the people. Those are things we are bringing to the table. Economic transformation in the community. Those are things we are bringing to the table. Because let me tell you, no one individual can build a nation. No one individual can build a district. The money coming from our pocket or self-project cannot develop no nation. What developed nation productivity and creativity, and that's what we are bringing to the table. We are bringing to the table transformation through policy that will transform the life of our people. Those are things we are bringing to the table. We love it with our colleagues. Well, we love it with our colleagues in our first 100 days to be able to amend the local government act, where the town chief, the commissioner, the superintendent, and rest of the people will be able to get their salary will be increased. We can't be at the capital as lawmakers. We are making thousands of dollars. There are people who gave us a job. They don't have anything. When they go to Greenville to take pay, the money cannot even reach $100. How can that work? So we are coming to change the dynamic to make sure that superintendent, local leadership of the government will be able to get something on the table. We advocate for them to have bread on the table. So the economic transformation that we are bringing to the table through our economic empowerment to all Liberians. We are going to do it. We introduce that bill and when passed the law, the microfinance program to Liberian will be institutionalized.
Okay, Godre, let me intervene a little bit here. Let me interject. So, you said that you worked with Mr. Zarzar before. What is your relationship with the lawmaker currently? Because he's the one that you want to succeed.
Honorable Zarzar and myself, we don't have any better relationship. Honorable Zarzar is our father. Honorable Zarzar.
Oh, just to be clear, did you say better or bitter?
No, I said we don't have any better relationship.
Okay.
It's not better.
Okay.
Our relationship is good. I call him, and he can also call me. He is our father. You got to work with him.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, now I'm hearing you now. You are breaking up for a second. Go ahead.
Yeah, because somebody was trying to call my phone.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
Yeah, so, Honorable is our father. So, the relationship is cordial, and we can talk to one another.
Okay. So but let's go back to the primary yesterday. The violence. Let me play a quick video here, and then I want you to speak to that. Let me see. Let me bring that picture down. Let me see what I will play for me. Let's see. What you do? I will take it down and bring it back on here. 1 second, please. I want to play that from the beginning again.
Yeah. I listened to the video. And I was there. And I'm hearing the video.
So but what sparked the violence?
Because Ellis lost hope that he would have won the primary. So when he paid toys to come and disrupt the process. That's what they were doing. In fact, yesterday, Ellis had one woman in her hall who was not part of anything. You're not a coordinator. You're not any official of any of the constituent party. What was he doing there? Nobody knows. The woman was sitting the woman was sitting on the other side, on the left side where Ellis was sitting. So everybody was asking, who brought the woman for what reason? And somebody came to my ear and said, "Oh, that is medicine man." So the boy is very desperate. He didn't even know what he's doing. I don't know whether he want to represent the people or he want the people to represent him. I don't know why you want to really do.
So what
everything is right for himself.
So your man, the other guy, Christian Tababo, what is his react? What do you think? What does he think about the process?
Christian Tababo think is the same way. Christian Tababo think that the process was never here. Christian Tababo think that the process that people are parading on Facebook and congratulating dubious process. Christian Tababo think the same way. At no time that anyone have a primary anywhere. There is no primary. That thing is passing around. Ellis, oh, congratulations. It's dubious. We clarify that nobody will give it attention. The democratic process will prevail. The people must prevail. How? Okay, for example, when you go to election, so you want to bribe the people for you to win. That's what you're going to do. Common primary, you bring in an issue of bribery into a primary. Democratic process is not what you are pushing for. You are pushing for a backdoor process. What is that? How you want to represent the people? So, for example, on October 10th, what you're going to do? Go to all the police and bribe everybody? No, that's not the way through. Let's go to the democratic process. That's what we are pushing.
Okay,
go Rich. The will of the people.
Good, Rich. This wasn't planned, but I really appreciate you coming on to give us some clarity on the issue. Let me see what I can reach Sonny Ball supporter as well. I think Eric Katie wants to come on. Let me call you and see what we can get his side of the story. But I want to say thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see, guys. So that was Goodrich. Chien is aspirant in District Number 3, Sinoe County, and he was dissatisfied with the information that was published yesterday. He participated in the process, and he said there was no election held. So how was Sonny Boy declared the victor is something that he cannot buy. All right, let me see what I can reach out to Christian Tbabo and see what are you going to pick up. He has shown me that you want to be on today. Let's see, Christian Tbabo. Let me call him and see what I will go through. All right, it's not going. Let me see what I can call Eric and see. Eric from Sonny Bossa. Let's call Eric Katie and see. Come on, Eric, pick up, dude. All right, Eric is not picking up. Let me see. Let me call the special assistant to Christian Tbabo and see what I can get hold of him. Let me call. Let's see. We want to get to the bottom of this. Everybody got to be heard. Hey, Shaky.
Hello.
Yeah, your own voice is signed. Were you are you by any chance closer to Christian Tbabo? Are you by any chance in close proximity to your political leader, Christian Tbabo?
No, I'm not close to the man now.
All right, but were you part of the electoral process or the primary in District Number 3? Did you witness anything?
I reserve comments. I will call you back.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, fair. So guys, that's we're trying to reach the major participants in the CDC primary in District Number 3, Sinoe County. And right now, we just heard from Goodrich. He was one of the guys that actually contesting in Sinoe County. He wants to contest in Sinoe County, District Number 3. And you heard the brother unequivocally that there was no election held. There was no primary. They did not vote because Sonny Boy Noah didn't have the chance to win, and therefore he incited his boys. And they put the process upside down. Now, something is fundamentally wrong, like the brother said. I followed the video, and let me show you something here, right? The various primaries that have been held across the country for CDC. I mean, so far so good. Though processes are transparent, right? You will look at the people will vote, and they will count the ballot, and they will show it to the people. So let me play, for example, this. Let me show you one of the primaries in one of the districts in in Monserrado County. Let me see. Ariel's calling me here. Let me see. Hey, Eric. Hello. Let me connect you to the speaker. Why is it taking long here? All right, Eric. Let me see. The speaker is gonna take a little bit longer to connect. Let me see. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's try this and see what I will. I wanted to get on the bigger speaker, but are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you clear.
Okay, so your opponent, Goodrich, I think Chien, correct me if I mispronounce that name, but he was just on the show, and he said there was no primary held in Sinoe County District Number 3. So he disagreed with the results that were published on Facebook. What say you?
Okay, thank you very much. Though I don't know the talking point, but the fact is that the party have spoken, so every well-meaning partisan of the Grand Coalition will have to live by those results that came out of the primary. We have been there with the primary issue already, and we know in the kind of political engagement, there will always be disenchantment, all of that. But at the end of the day, that's democracy. So Goodrich is entitled to his own, perception as to how he sees the primary process. But the party was very clear, right? There is no way that you can put the Goodrich and Ellis S. Noah and Christian Klarwlue into a primary from all factor constants with regards to tangibility in the district, who is more accessible to the people of electoral district number 3, and who is more minimal in terms of representing the people of electoral district number 3 at the level of the national legislature. I think Ellis is best placed. So the party thought it was in its own wisdom that Ellis is best preferred to go on the party ticket. So there is no issue, there is no argument about it.
So Eric, 1 second. So yeah. The people did not vote. The party made a decision for Alice to be the candidate for district number 3.
The fact remains that I can't speak to the party in my official capacity. What I can tell you is that the party chose Ellis. Ellis is a preferred candidate for the CDC electoral district number 3 in this 2023 election.
So but if the party, Eric, if the party will make the decision, right, then what was the point of gathering the people for a primary?
So that issue can be addressed to the party hierarchy. But what I know is that PD Ellis Noah will prefer to go on the party ticket in electoral district number 3.
So Eric, you are a sedition, right?
Yeah. I'm a sedition.
Okay, so how do you guys select your candidates? By the party selecting, or you go through the primary process?
So there are so many ways the party can select, but the fact is that the National Primary Committee send people on the ground there to conduct the process. Mm-hmm. And so the primary committee will speak to that. But what I know, and as the chairman on Tinoa Press Bureau, I can tell you that Ellis is being preferred as a the party candidate for electoral district number 3, and that is the information.
So, but Eric, so when you say the people, I mean, you don't call the people name, but the people, you said the people went there to conduct the process. What process did they go there to conduct?
The primary process, but you know the party can do a consensus, right? So I don't know the model they use, but I'm telling you that Ellis will prefer. And that's the
how did they select him? What are the indicators? What are the variables they look at to make the conclusion?
Okay, thank you very much. Like I said from my intro, I just told you that Alex, in terms of doing project in the district, undertaking self-developmental initiative in the district, across the district, he's on top of it. He has a lot of projects in the district. He has done more for the people.
Okay.
In terms of making contribution to the party in the district, in the county, he has made immediate contribution on Lake Goodrich, who just joined because of he will move and then they joined the party a few months ago.
But Eric, if you guys can beat Goodrich and Tababo, why is it that you did not vote and you were declared by acclamation?
Okay, excuse me, I don't know, but did Goodrich told you that we boycotted the process?
No, he said there was no election held.
So did he also inform you that Ellis did not go to the hall? I'm just telling you that the party deemed is not necessary to just open up or probably, I don't know the model.
But Eric, this is kind of low feature though. The party is conducting elections or primaries in other counties and districts across the country. Why on the district number 3 they decided to choose Honeyball Noah?
No, there are issues in other areas. We can't speak to that. That's why I said I'm not the official spokesperson of the primary committee, right?
Right.
The only information that I can provide to you as chair on Tinoa Press Bureau is the fact that Tinoa political leader Ellis has been preferred as the CDC candidate in electoral district number 3, Sinoe County. And he already been certificated in the process. We are into the process of voter candidate registration process. So they probably Goodrich or whosoever got an issue, they can address it to the National Grievance Ethics Committee, right?
Okay.
But the party has spoken, and that's the result of the primary. The party has spoken, and the decision remains binding. I know that there will be some misfeeding, there will be some disenchantment, but nobody is above the interest of the party and the people in the tradition number 3.
Everybody, I understand nobody's above the party's interest, but the people, the members of the membership of the party should be able to select who they want. It should not be done by a few guys sitting somewhere. They send people to go conduct a primary, but then the process wasn't conducted and they decide somewhere to declare somebody. You don't think something is wrong somewhere?
The decision to have a candidate prefer in an election or during the primary was never made by an individual. It was made in consultation with the party leadership and the national primary committee that was set up by Chairman Molu. So every decision that has been taken for primary across the country was in consultation with the National Executive Committee of the Grand Coalition.
Okay, so to be clear, Eric, to be clear, so you are saying the decision to undemocratically select Honeyball Noah, it was endorsed by the chairman of the party or the hierarchy of the party. Is that correct?
I'm not making accusation. I'm telling you there are models that have been used to select candidates in various
what are the models?
Constituency around the country.
What are the models?
Let's say, for instance, you just asked me a question, right? If you ask me why you think they will prefer Ellis. In terms of doing project, in terms of being visible and accessible to the people, right? Reaching out and having, making yourself winnable as a winnable candidate, Ellis has all of the qualities, right? It takes to win that district.
I mean, so, Eric, I follow that argument. What I'm trying to understand is if Alex did all those things that you just named, and he has a better chance than the other guys, why is it that the membership of the party cannot vote to decide that Honeyball Noah should be their standard bearer instead of the party sending people from Morovia to conduct primary? But then in the middle of it, they say, you know what, Honeyball, you are the winner. I mean, even though you don't conduct any primary. How does it work?
So that decision is above me. I can't speak to that, but I think that's the process. I mean, the party have spoken, like I said, so we remain committed. The party mandate will prevail. And I mean, The party that just want anybody on a ticket, and you know, somebody who will start from nowhere and then think that they want to use the party.
No, Eric, it's not about using. If Sonny Boy Noah is doing better, let the members decide by voting. It's not about people sitting in the corner.
For the primary.
What happened?
Were you told that Ellis was in Moreover in the primary conducted? He didn't say Ellis was at the primary.
Yeah, we watched the process. We watched the process. And no election of votes were cast. So I don't know how Sonny Boy won the election.
So the primary in Sinoe was not just about Ellis. It happened in district number 1. So that 2 persons were preferred by the party. So I mean, if you were to say, oh, but they did that in district number 1 and they had.
But the district number 1, the woman, the guy that spoke, if you don't want to verify for Manakia, I've been calling. I will call too and see when we get off. But the guy gave a reason. He said the contender to Madam Kia opted out. So that, I mean, if it is true, then it makes sense why she would declare. But in the case of district number 3, nobody opted out. So how did Sonny Boy become the winner without casting a ballot?
And that's why I said I can't speak to the way in which the process was conducted. No, I'm not an official spokesperson of the primary committee.
So, but Eric, in your personal opinion, do you think the process was fair?
No, I'm not here to speak my personal opinion. I'm a party discipline partisan, right?
So, if the party makes a wrong decision, you support it?
That's not a wrong decision. I don't know how you want to tell me because that's your own way of telling me, right?
Is it a CDC or democratic organization?
Hello?
Is CDC a democratic organization or political party?
But you know the history.
No, I'm asking you a question. Eric, is CDC a democratic or political party?
It's a political party that we should know, right?
No, I don't know. I'm asking you. Is CDC a democratic organization? Is that yes or no?
Of course, yes.
Okay, so I mean, Eric, the question I'm asking, if CDC is a democratic organization, democracy means the will of the people. The people decide, not those at the top. And the people went to, they gather at the primary to select, we got 3 guys in the race. They want to represent the party. And the 3 guys came, and the process wasn't, they started and chaos erupted. And nobody was elected, nobody was cast. But at the end of the day, the next day, you announce somebody the winner. I mean, where did that process occur? That's what we're trying to understand. Is that democracy?
So what I want you to do is to get in touch with some of the party hierarchy.
Okay.
They will tell you the model they use.
Okay.
From what I saw and from and what I can say to you is that Ellis was preferred as a county the party's candidate in electoral district number 3.
So is it fair to say, Eric, is it fair to say that Sonny Boy was afraid not to be defeated, and that's why the party selected him, using his proximity to the powers that be?
What would you say afraid? If Ellis was in a hall, he turned out, he went through the process, and so I don't know what you would say. Who in a race that you think, who among the 2 persons, who Ellis or in a race you think will win Ellis?
Okay, so if Alex is not afraid,
your concern now is to question the primary committee, and not
but what I want Alex, Eric
himself.
Eric.
No, for me.
Eric, 1 second, please. 1 second. 1 second, please. I want if Eric, I'm not Eric, but if Alex thinks he's stronger than the other guys, then he should reject that result and say, let the guys let's try our strength at the primary. I don't want this unilateral declaration of victory. Let us go to the ballot when I win, so I can try my strength, or let's try our strength. So that's what Sonny Boy is supposed to do. He should not take something like that. It does not present him right. So you guys that are closer to him, you tell him to reject the result and tell the party to conduct the primary the way it's going all around the country.
Okay, so I'm not going to go back and forth with that. I think you call me to ask me, and I accepted your invite.
Which I really appreciate. Thank you so much.
So So the fact is that Ellis is then preferred and is the CDC candidate in the project number 3.
Okay.
We agree that people have grievances, but the grievance ethics committee of the party, they are there, they are waiting to listen to people who get grievances. So those who feel disenchanted, who have mixed feelings about the process, they can address those issues to the grievance ethics committee, or they can address them to the primary committee. So I can't speak for anybody. I know the process was done. Ellis availed himself. Our supporters were there in a
Was it done fairly, Eric?
The 3 aspirants. I'm not going to question the models that were used to determine who is best suited to represent the county, the party on a ticket. I can't question that model because I remain committed to the party and I remain firm with the party decision. So I welcome it and I embrace it wholeheartedly. And like we said, we are fully prepared. Electoral District number 3, Sinoe County. The generational change movement that we're pushing will come to reality. Though some of you will doubt us, some of you will say the worst you can say, but that's politics and that's the beauty of democracy. So thank you very much for giving me the time to.
Eric, before you go, when you say generational, which generation are you trying to change?
We are transitioning from the older generation to a youthful leadership.
And when you say older, which generation? Because you're talking about the baby boomers,
from the 50, from the 60, we are transitioning to around the 30, 25, 40, like that.
Okay, so but are you not marginalizing people? It's not discrimination here?
It's not discrimination, right? So I just want to put it to you. When the elections of 2016 was being held, and you have a candidate who said you were willing to give America back to the Americans, right? Was he sincere in your conscience that you want to judge him by that? No. That's a slogan. We have come as a people, as young people, youth, and believe that yes, this the young people turn to take the leadership of the district. So I don't see it.
So, but Eric, you are canvassing for votes, and you are saying you don't want the older generation. So you want the older generation to vote for you?
Nobody said no. You're getting it wrong. Nobody said they don't want any generation. We are saying that this is about time that the young people take the leadership of the district, and that is clear. I can remember in 2005 when we were kids campaigning for Georgia, we said we wanted a youthful president, and we campaigned, even though we were defeated, but that was the message. In 2011 again, even though we had Winston Tubman was vice president, he was the running mate to Winston Tubman, and we keep on going. So that's a slogan. It doesn't mean that we will discriminate. No, we have our team. We got the elder council. We have women. We have the different age group on our team.
Okay, so but Eric, when you said generational change,
that's our slogan.
Okay, but there is some
generational change movement.
Yeah, but Eric, there is an ideology beyond that movement. You know, it has an ideology. So what is the ideology beyond that?
You can tell me. I just gave you the context in which the generational change is being used. So,
but what is the ideology beyond your movement? What is the ideology? Tell us.
Is that we will have a youthful representative in the 55th national legislature next year.
Okay, buddy. All right, Eric. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, so that's the spokesperson for Alex Sonnyboy Noah, artist Katie over there from Monrovia, Liberia, defending his victory. All right, so that's voice of sign. I want to hear from the people. Let's see what I can get Madam Barbara Kia here, see what she will pick up. She was one of the persons that would declare victor. Let's see, let's give her a shot here. Madam Kia. Let me see what I see available. Okay, that's all right here. Let's see. Let me give her a shot and see. All right. She's not picking up. So, okay, guys, just a little bit there. We got this side of Sunnyball side team. We got this. We got one of the candidates, aspirant, Goodrich, came on to explain his side. We're trying to get Tobabo. Tobabo is not available. We got to a special assistant, but the young man said he cannot speak. We can't force him to say. But now, this is the voice of Sinoe who have an opinion, of course. So we are not independent. Let's just say, when we say independent, I mean like we are not staying away from the issues in the county. When we see injustice, we speak to it. Sinoe County should not be different, or Sinoe County District Number 3 should not be different from the rest of the districts across the country. CDC is conducting democratic elections or primaries in various counties across the country. It cannot now reach to Sinoe County, and the party will say, no one wants any more. And then the other guys that also want to participate, they are disenfranchised. It's not right. So let me show you something. For example, let's show you the result that was announced. Let's say, for example, and I will compare it with something else. So let's see. Let me share this with you. Let me share this. Put myself in the corner here, and let me share this video. All right, let's play the video and say.
Thank you so very kindly to the people of Sinoe County. As a member on this Region 5 2023 Primary Committee, we would like to appreciate the peace and loving people of Sinoe County for being very hospitable in allowing us to stay in the Greenville City, Sinoe County for more than 2 days in conduct.
All right, so he said they went to Greenville for more than 2 days, right? More than 2 days. But then the process for which they are there was not conducted. So why were you in Sinoe for more than 2 days if the primary that you went to conduct wasn't going to be enforced? Why were you there? Did you go there to see Sonny Ball? Or did you go there to see Christian Tobabo or Goodrich, just to see their faces and you declare somebody? Why you couldn't stay in Morovia and say, okay, Sonny Ball, we select you. But you went there, you guided the people, and you did not give the people the right to vote. Listen.
A very transparent, free and fair primary of the Mali coalition, but we got to change now.
You can use the word transparent, free, and fair when we did not see anybody casting ballot. We did not see the people counting the votes. We don't know the number of votes that Sonny Ball won with. We don't know the number of votes that Madam Kia won with. We don't know the number of invalid votes. We want to know the statistics from the primary, and I will show another video where the same CDC conducting primaries, and they will show the votes. They will show 1 for John X, this 1, 2 for this one. But why in district number 1 or number 3 Sinoe County that wasn't done? Listen to the guy. Something went wrong somewhere.
The strategist of the committee, I'm not the official messenger to deliver the official messages on behalf of this committee. We have in our mayor the Secretary General, who is the chief custodian of documentation, who will deliver to you our official message on behalf of the primary committee. So whatever much I do, I would like to urge in Secretary General Alvarez Mo for this official message. Thank you very much.
Okay, so now if you listen to Goodrich, he said the team has a chairman that led the team. The team wasn't led by the secretary. And normally, the way the process goes, when the primary is done, the people vote, it's the chairman of the team that announces the results and not the secretary. But in the case of Sinoe County, nobody was guessed, nobody voted, but then the secretary about to announce result. Listen, just watch.
Thank you. To the people of Sinoe, ladies and gentlemen of the press.
Look at the man holding the result on his side in your hand like that. Listen.
To our responsibilities
as the primary committee of the Coalition for Democratic Change Region 5, that is Sinoe County and Vancouver County, we were mandated to come and conduct primaries in these two counties.
You said we were mandated to conduct. The key word there is conduct. They were mandated by the party to conduct and not to declare people, to say or select people or to handpick people. To conduct. When you're conducting, you allow the people to vote. Who the one? You don't say, you don't declare, you don't pick people. The people they vote the same day. This is not a country or primary. Even country primary they can announce the result the same day. But in the case of Sinoe County District number 3, the people did not have the election. The next day, the guys got on TV and they announced the results.
To determine representative and senatorial candidates that will contest on the coalition ticket. In fulfillment of that responsibility, we have been in.
You did not fulfill the responsibility. You said you were sent to conduct. You did not conduct the process.
In Sinoe for some days, conducting processes, primary processes in the 3 electoral districts, District 1, 2, and 3. And we are here now to announce the result from the primaries that we've conducted.
Okay, hold on a second. The people were not given the opportunity to cast the ballot in District number 3. But then you are about to announce results. Where are you getting the results from? Where? All right, when you said the other district, maybe in the case of Madam Kia, they say Mr. Kuya opted out. Okay, so that it makes sense. All right, he said in District number 2, something where there was no contender. So it makes sense. But in District number 3, you have 3 persons vying for the ticket of the party. And the process, you say you want to conduct a process. The primary process wasn't conducted. So where are you getting the results from? Listen to the brother.
We, first of all, would like to appreciate the people of Sinoe for their warm reception and their support. We'd like to appreciate the leadership of this county for collaborating with us, the security for ensuring that our safety was intact. We also would like to appreciate the non-constituent political parties that are part of the Coalition for Democratic Change. For the support, we'd like to appreciate the coordinators, the county chairs, and everybody, the delegates from all the districts that stood with us to ensure that this process was a successful one. Wherefore, in view of this, we would like to announce the winners of the primaries in the 3 districts.
Okay, now you're about to announce results. Okay, you're about to announce results. Listen to him. Something is not right. Okay, you're talking about generational change. You're saying the prior generation they have problem, but then you, the new generation, now you are starting corruption before you even get in office. Imagine that.
I am pleased and honored to announce the winner of.
You cannot be pleased when you are cheating other people. This is not something to be pleased about. You shouldn't be honored about this one. Let the people go. If Sonny Boy is the strongest, if the people love Sonny Boy, let the members of the party or the delegates let it cast the ballot and they say that Sonny Boy will win. But you can't abandon the process. They cannot create chaos, and the process was abandoned, and you come later next day and you declare Sonny Boy the winner.
District number 2, Sinoe County is Honorable Samson Dweh.
Okay, so number 2, it says Samson Dweh is the winner.
Honorable Samson Dweh won on web ballots.
Okay, so web ballot, there was no contestant, right? This man right here. Let me show you a picture to you if you don't know him. This is the current representative of Sinoe County District number 2, Samson Dweh is the representative. Now, let's go back to the video here and bring the change that the guys are bringing.
For district number 1, Sinoe County, we had a process where the primary was being contested by 2 candidates.
Okay, 2 candidates contested in district number 1. All right, listen.
Honorable Barbara Kia,
okay,
and Romeo Kuya.
the woman in the video, and Mr. Romeo Quia. Okay, the two of them contested in district number 1. Listen.
Yeah, but there was a complaint from one of the candidates, and through the complaint led.
Okay, so you said he said there was a complaint from one of the candidates. Which one of the candidates? There are 2 persons. Which one of the candidates filed a complaint, and what was the nature of the complaint? We want to know. You can say there was a complaint, and then at the end of the day, okay, let's listen to him. He said there was a complaint. We don't know who filed the complaint, and we don't know the nature of the complaint, and we don't know why it was resolved. Okay, maybe it was resolved. That's why you're about it now. So let's listen to him.
Led to the suspension of the process.
Okay, so the complaint led to the suspension of the process.
The Ethics and Grievance Committee of the National Primary Committee went through the investigation, and Mr. Romeo Quia was disqualified.
Okay, so there was a complaint filed, and then they went through the investigation, and they say, you know what, Mr. Romeo Quia, you are disqualified. Okay, why was he disqualified? What was it? Tell us, why was Mr. Romeo Quia a member of the party? Why was he disqualified? Did he not pay his due? What requirement did he not meet for which he was disqualified? And why did he qualify in the first place to participate in the primary? And then at the primary, because in order to qualify to contest for the primary, you must have done your work, your research to make sure the person is eligible to participate in the process. So as for the fact that Mr. Romeo Quia was at the primary, we assume that he met all the requirements. So while doing the process, he was disqualified. Why? What did he do wrong? They did not tell anything. You listen. That a generational change people that come in, they want to change things, but they are not doing anything. They're not doing something right here. They struggle letting other people rights their democratic rights. Basically, they're strangulating other people. Listen.
Therefore, we are pleased to announce the winner of District Number 1, Sinoe County Representative, aspiring on the CDC ticket is Madam Barbara Kia.
You know, it's kind of hard to lie. You know, so the guy is struggling. All right, so that Madam Barbara. So the lady over there in the red barrel, one lady over there anyway. So she's the candidate for District Number 1, Sinoe County, according to these guys right here. This is a joke. But listen.
We also conducted District 3 process.
Okay, so he said the conductor, right? And Goodrich, who is on the party, they called, let me see, I wrote my note here before I called the wrong name here. So Goodrich was I just called him, he was on the platform, he for MOVE, right? Movement for something. Now what the abbreviation for that? So Goodrich was just here, he said, Sonnyboy Noah supporter came because he found out that Sonnyboy Noah does not have the chance to win. So he incited his boys and they disrupted the whole process. So there was no ballot cast. The process was postponed. Now the next day, now the man is telling us Sonnyboy won the primary. He conducted the primary. Well, okay, after you guys left the primary scene, he went somewhere else to conduct it. And whom did you conduct it? Will he just Sonnyboy Noah alone? Listen.
Very competitive process.
He said competitive process. Okay. When you say competitive process, it means that you have formidable candidates in the race that pose challenge to each other. Okay. You got a site that the people met, they congregated to cast a ballot. The delegates are qualified to cast a ballot, but that wasn't done. You went somewhere else and you said there was a competitive process. Okay, yeah, listen, maybe in the mail will tell us something. Maybe I miss it. Listen.
Very beautiful process. And we are.
No, the people were fighting. They were banging on door. That is not called beauty. When people are coming here banging on door and disrupting things, and people, it's not beautiful. That's not what you call beautiful.
Pleased to announce the winner of this process is Honorable Ellis S. Noah.
Okay. After all that Nyama thing you just said, right? He said Alice Noah is the winner. But notice, the whole he said he conducted is a process, right? He said he conducted a process. Okay, when you conduct election, you tell the voters, you tell the people the number of votes that the winner won with. You tell the people the loser no numbers. Okay? You tell us the valid and the invalid votes. But no, nothing like that. And I will play the same CDC, the primary that they have in other counties, and see how it is done. Very transparent, free and fair. But these guys, the one that jokers, these are jokers. They were programmed by Sonny Noah. And they went over there, and you stop and you say you're the strongest. If you are the stronger person, you are doing more for the people. Let the people decide, and not you. And don't use your financial strength to strangulate the process. No, you don't do that. And so, this fraudulent CDC primary victories in Sinoe are bad omens for the election. The coming election, this is scary. This is not a good sign. This is not a good sign or omen. Because if you start cheating at your own primary, at the general election, wouldn't you cheat too? If you can disenfranchise your own or your fellow partisans, what will you do when you are meeting somebody who is not from the same party as you? If you have your fellow coalition members are not given the right to vote at the general election, would you allow your opposition, the people who and you are not from the same party, to vote? Or when they vote, will you equitably give their vote results? It's highly unlikely. It is highly unlikely. You can be a generational change and you are replicating the chaos and the failure of the past generation. The same disenfranchisement, taking the rights of other people away. And you said apartheid mandate. You have a totalitarian party that tells people, no, this is a democratic country. And so the democratic rights of the people, the party should not be above. We don't have a king. And that's why we say democracy, which is the rights of the people, by the people, for the people, and everything, to go with the Abraham Lincoln model. So this is not fair. This is not fair, and Sonny Noah should not be proud of this. Listen.
And for the senatorial seat, we are pleased to announce Honorable Creighton Duncan as the candidate that won this process. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, we thank you. We thank the people of Sinoe. We know that this process is geared toward giving the fullest support to.
Yeah, well, Creighton Duncan, as was expected, yes. And we know Creighton Duncan is not going anywhere anyway. I mean, the guys can go and give people money so they can be on party ticket. But the party does not vote. I mean, some members of the party will vote. But the people, the majority of the people, they are not from your party. And so, if you think you can strangulate the rights of the people, just so your man can be on the party ticket, all right? The people too, whether you stop them from voting, we'll see. If you can stop your own members from voting, we'll see whether you stop the citizens of the country, the eligible voter too, whether you stop them from voting as well. Okay? So this, for me, I'm not going to congratulate Sonny Boy. I want Sonny Boy to win a free and fair election, and not election based on party mandate. Or few people gather somewhere and decide, even though they send a delegation to conduct the election. Why did you send people to Sinoe? Why did you pay people to go to Sinoe to conduct election, but you did not do it? Why? We're going to call Mr. Romeo Kuya on next show to get his side of the story. What happened? Why was he disqualified? Without the guy did not tell why you were disqualified. Why? No sedition in district number 2 as well to go against something where the incumbent, nobody there, no sedition. He's the only seditioner there. So we want to know why there was no competition. And all across the countries, the other counties, people are having primaries. But when the Sinoe County, no primary. Let me play the last video here. Let me play the quick video. Let me show you an example.
Joe doesn't stand a chance against me.
All right, so that's it. The guys disrupted the process, and then the next day they had their backdoor stuff, and then they came to declare Tony Noah and Barbara Kay the winner. Okay, now the same day they didn't announce the result. The same day they waited for another day, where the other candidates they were sleeping. Then they came the next day. Then they announced result. Yeah, the generation changing. that the change that coming to Liberia, to Sinoe County. All right, that's something that we want to talk about today on the show. For today, let's get to something else that we want to talk about today on the show. I want to talk, I have a senatorial candidate for sure, and I have representative aspirant as well. If you like, candidate soon to be in Sinoe County. And in Sinoe County, my candidate is Honorable Matthew Zarzar. And so we want to sell our candidate to the people. We are not like the other people that will just say, oh, my candidate is powerful. But we just see the power of that candidate manifested in the lives of the people. You don't see that. All right. So in our case, my candidate, our candidate, we can see the results of my candidate reflected in the lives of the people. Let me put my candidate up here. We can see here it's not speculation. When you go to Sinoe County, when you go to Liberia, you can see the efforts, the results of Mr. Zarzar's representation. All right? So this talking point, we want to give you a synopsis or a summary of Mr. Zarzar's accomplishments and some challenges that he is facing. All right? We want to give you a synopsis, a summary, a précis of Mr. Zarzar's marvelous job across the country and the county. All right? That's what we're about to do in the segment of the show. Now, let me get to my summary here. Let me get it to you, because I don't want to skip something here. So I made a list, and I challenge all of you, the opposition. They can't refute what I'm about to say right now. Nobody can refute what I'm about to say. Nobody. Because they know they are facts. What I am about to discuss with you, they are all facts. They can't refute anything. All right? So number one, not in specific order, I'll just say stuff, right? Honorable Zarzar. You know, when Mr. Teahjay was the superintendent of Sinoe County, right? And Mr. Zarzar was a lawmaker. And part of the lawmaker's responsibility is to provide oversight, to hold people accountable. What are you doing with resources? So as representative, Honorable Zarzar compiled an encyclopedic report and submitted same to the Anti-Corruption Commission, or the institution in Liberia. And this in turn led to the indictment of Senator or then Superintendent Milton Teahjay, charging him with the commission of economic crimes. All right, a man committed economic crimes against the state. So, who here can deny what I just said? The report that Mr. Zarzar submitted to the GAC led to an auditors being sent to the county, and that led to the indictment of Senator Milton Teahjay, or Superintendent Teahjay. All right. Number two, the report made the LSCC and GSC subsequently propelled, or let's say the report made to the LSCC and GSCC or GSC subsequently propelled the 3rd Judicial Circuit Court of Sinoe County to issue an arrest warrant for Teahjay, which later caused Teahjay to run away and hid himself in a forest for nearly a month. So when Teahjay ate our money, the 3rd Judicial Circuit Court of Sinoe County issued an arrest warrant for Teahjay, and Teahjay ran away. Who can sit here, who is listening to me and say I'm lying? Teahjay did not run away. He did not go in the forest for nearly 3 months, hiding himself from the law. He did that. That's something that Zarzar did. We are talking about the accomplishments. Right now, I'll give you some of the challenges. So we are giving you a synopsis of what Mr. Zarzar has done. We are talking about oversight right now, representation. He representing the people, so he got to make sure and know how the resources of the county are spent by the local leaders. Now go to the next one. The political Gandhi of Sinoe County, Mr. Zarzar, sponsored several bills, one of which is the bill to reduce government expenditure and payroll padding. Okay, this bill basically is about ghosts. There are ghosts that are on payroll. The people on payroll, they are not working. Some of them dead, some of them they are not anywhere around. They're not doing anything for the government, but they are on government payroll and getting paid. And I mean, they are not getting paid. Those leaders that put their names on paper, they don't want getting paid, getting a check every month. Meanwhile, the people, they are nowhere to be found. So Mr. Zarzar sponsored a bill for the expenditure and payroll to be clear, so that people that are working will stay on, and those that aren't working, the money will be directed to something else. It shouldn't be going in politicians' pocket or pockets. That's something that Mr. Zarzar did. He made the 14th Judicial Circuit Court of Riverside County to declare Teahjay guilty for corruption. Yes. So when the 3rd Judicial Circuit Court for Sinoe County issued arrest warrant for Teahjay, Teahjay ran away. But then later on, the court or the state lawyers, they say, you know what? Justice will not be done to the people of Sinoe County if Teahjay were tried in Sinoe County. So they recommended that Teahjay be taken to Riverside County. And so the 14th Judicial Circuit Court of Riverside County, they declared Teahjay guilty for eating the people of Sinoe County money. Over $1 million. Number 6, Mr. Zarzar beat all the candidates sponsored by Teahjay during the 2017 elections, because he didn't want somebody to hold him accountable or to hold people accountable. So he did everything. He wanted to have removed Zarzar, but Zarzar was too strong, and he is still strong. So all the puppets, he put a lot of people in the race so that they can share the numbers, and yet still Zarzar beat them. So that was an achievement for Zarzar. Zarzar lobbied with his fellow lawmakers to confirm Honorable Prosper Brown, whom Teahjay opposed. Prosper Brown was the former superintendent of Sinoe County. When his name was sent, he was nominated by the president to be the superintendent. When Teahjay left, Teahjay said, I don't want a man. Romeo name was sent. Teahjay said, I don't want Romeo, even though Romeo was the assistant development superintendent, or assistant superintendent to him. He said, I don't want Teahjay. I don't want Romeo. I don't want Prosper Brown. And what are the reasons he gave? He said they are Sapo people. And so he doesn't want Sapo people. What's up with the guy? So, but anyway, the fight went on, and Prosper Brown was confirmed based on his qualification and not based on his tribe. The man is educated, he has the experience, he has the dexterity to run a county. Now Teahjay ran down the same man that Teahjay opposed. He can be referencing him. Prosper Brown did a wonderful job. He left $86,000, and Lee Nagwechie ate the money. That's what Teahjay is saying right now. The same man he opposed. Now, Mr. Zarzar, number 8, we are talking about the achievements of Mr. Zarzar, right? He elevated Johnson Middle School to high school. This one, I will invite Milton Teahjay to support me on this one, okay? I will invite the man so Milton Teahjay can validate what I just said. Milton Teahjay, who built the first high school outside the capital city of Sinoe County, Greenville. Tell us.
A representative from constituency number 3 in Sinoe, Honorable Zarzar. Before Zarzar became a representative, there was no high school outside of Greenville. And through his work, we have a high school in Zarzar. Am I hearing those? And I want to thank him.
It's kind of sticking from my end, but I know it's playing. So, Teahjay just validated what I just said. Zarzar built the first high school outside the capital city of Sinoe County. Okay? And not only the capital city alone, other not only Zarzar alone, he built schools all over in Sinoe. That's one of the schools here. Okay? That's something that Teahjay just validated to you. We are talking about Teahjay cannot name his accomplishment for 6 years as superintendent and 9 years as senator. He can't give her anything that makes sense. All right. Now let's go to the next one. He built the school, right? I just showed you the school. That's something that Mr. Zarzar did, Honorable Zarzar did. We are talking about the achievements, the accomplishments of Mr. Zarzar. All right. This man right here. So let's look at the accomplishment. I'm giving you a summary. I'm not giving the whole thing. You got out all day. I will be here. So the Zarzar School, he built high schools, middle schools across the county and the country as a whole. He elevated Zarzar Middle School to high school. Number 9, he built contemporary or modern elementary school in Vubadi. I show you the picture just now. He negotiated with Lone Star to build telecommunication towers in district number 3. Okay, this one is a fact. Everything that I'm telling you is a fact. You see the towers over there. Okay, those are the towers that what the people now in district number 3, they have access to telecommunication service right now through the work of Mr. Zarzar. All right, let's go on number 12. Number 11, completed the Drawson community radio station, which Teahjay abandoned. Okay, Teahjay was a superintendent for the county as a whole, and the radio station should have been built in Drawson. But the man is a tribalist. He abandoned the school, or the radio station, and Mr. Zarzar had to complete it as a lawmaker. And those are some of the things for which he was held liable. He was taken to court. Okay, let's go on. Number 12, Mr. Zarzar fast-tracked the passage of the Sinoe County Community College bill. Today, Sinoe County has a community college. The bill originated from the Senate. It came to the lower house. He was the chairman, but then the acting chairman on education. And he expedited the passage of that bill. And today, Sinoe County has a community college. We are talking about the achievements of Mr. Zarzar as a lawmaker. We are not going to where he was minister. No, we are talking about as a lawmaker, some of the things he has been doing. All right, that the people don't want to acknowledge. All right, he killed Teahjay's rape bill in the lower house. Teahjay sponsored a bill for rape to be legal in Liberia, to be the law of the land. This is the bill that Teahjay sponsored. He wants rape to be the law of the land. When the children are raped, when innocent people are raped, or even if you're not innocent, when you are raped, Milton Teahjay wants to make rape the law of the land. That bill was killed by Zarzar. And Teahjay will be defending this thing. I sponsored a bill to make rape the law of the land, and the people kill the bill. You want somebody to pass that bill into law? What is wrong with you? All right, that's something that accomplishment of Mr. Zarzar. Teahjay himself can validate that Zarzar killed the bill. Okay. Number 14, he erected modern town halls in Pine Town and other areas. Okay, that's something that Mr. Zarzar did. The people say, oh, we don't have a place to have meeting. And so the people of Pine Town, he gave them one, other places, other towns across the county. All right. Number 15, awarded academic scholarship to multiplicity of students who were denied scholarship by Senator Teahjay. Okay. Teahjay was campaigning and said, oh, the county development fund should not be used to educate the children of Sinoe County or the children of Liberia. And Teahjay on radio and campaigning for that. So Mr. Zarzar said, okay, since Teahjay does not want our children to be educated, all right, I will take you to court, and in the meantime, I will be giving scholarship to our children. so they can be able to challenge Teahjay. All right? That's something that Mr. Zarzar did. And when I went to Liberia, I saw it in front of myself. A young man came, he was a director, he came with something weird to the honorable compound. He said, Mr. Zarzar, you know me? And the man said, no, honorable, I know you. He said, Mr. Zarzar, the scholarship you gave me, now what I'm surviving on right now, I'm a director. I got 2-3 houses. I'm taking care of my family. I'm helping other people out. The man gave a testimony right in front of me. Now I said, beyond me, I said, right in front of me. That's something that Mr. Zarzar is doing. Right now, our children are out of the country. Ghana, Rwanda, other countries. They're getting advanced degrees through Mr. Zarzar intervention. Can you say that of Teahjay? No, he can't say that. Can you say that of Duncan? No, he can't say that. No. Number 16. Honorable Zarzar impressed upon President Weah to nominate the officials of the Sinkon and Wakaba statutory districts and lobbied with the senators to confirm them. All right? Teahjay said Ellen Johnson said he turned these 2 districts in his county because the tribalists in Teahjay said the people of Wakaba, the people of Sinkon, they shouldn't get jobs. Clinton Duncan were here at the time. They wrote a whole article and they said Boca District. And then during George Weah time, they brought it back again. Boca District resurfaces. These are the inimical campaigns the guys are running in Sinoe County. They've been affecting our people. And through the instrumentality, through the professionalism, through the diplomacy of Mr. Zarzar, the people of Wakaba and Sinkon, they are currently getting paid too. They are living, they are taking care of their children. They can afford to at least go buy medication when they get headache or they get back pain. Okay? That's something that he did. Number 17. He fought medical bills of countless people. Now, people that are sick, they will go to him. He doesn't ask where you're from. You say, okay, call the medical department and will defray your medical bills. These are things he's been doing. It's not in his scope. He recommended several citizens of Sinoe County and Liberia as a whole for employment opportunities. And those people were employed. Who here can deny that? Through his oversight responsibility, the embezzlement of Teahjay has radically reduced. It didn't go away, Teahjay still stealing light. But when it comes to our county development money, through the oversight and the representation of Zarzar, right now, Teahjay is following Zarzar's step right now. He wrote the Senate Pro Tem the other day and said, what Zarzar did is the right thing. He held me accountable. And so I'm a whole lead number 2 accountable as well. For the $1,086,000, what did he do? What did he do with it? Okay. So Teahjay is now mimicking, replicating Mr. Zarzar's step. All right. 22 or 20. Let's go to 20. Because of Mr. Zarzar, Teahjay has not been successful in turning the Sapo people in Sinoe County into slaves because he hates the people of the Sapo people so bad to the point that Teahjay, when you give that man the chance, you will turn the people into slaves. To the point you will deny their employment opportunity. What can Teahjay not do? It is because of Zarzar that the Sapos in Sinoe, the Jepos in Sinoe, even the people in his own town, Teahjay one, they are not slaves today. The man rather you will take 46 of them for payroll. It is through the work of Mr. Zarzar that people in Sinoe County, they are protected. When you take Zarzar from over there, Teahjay was seeing himself as a king. You see what? He said he took Nangbe Slaughter to the slaughter hall. And so God killed him. He took, right now, Clayton Duncan is in the slaughter hall. He took Sonny Boy Noah to the slaughter hall. Zarzar is the only medicine for Teahjay. You see, you're here interested in the man, you just curse. Okay, that's a curse. I don't get time for you. But the interest of my people of Sinoe County, the Crews, the Greppos, the Drepo, the Sapo, the Mandingo, all the tribal groupings in Sinoe, their interests will be protected. You will not infantile, you will not step on somebody's neck. That's what Mr. Zarzar has been doing. 21. Due to Honorable Zarzar's hard work, the Sinkon and the Wakaba statutory district benefited from the $200,000 allocated to Sinoe County by the central government. These 2 districts were excluded because the central government can send 200,000 every year for development. But because of Teahjay tribalism, these people were excluded. All right? So the people are getting share of that 200,000 too. Now, I can go on and name challenges, things that Mr. Zarzar has done. All right? Some of the things he has done. But let me name some challenges that he is facing right now. Okay? Some of the challenges for which we want to remove Teahjay because he's a problem or one of the problems. Now, one of the problems that Mr. Zarzar is fixing, Teahjay was declared guilty for corruption, and the court said he should pay $50,000. Mr. Zarzar has been impressing upon the man, and he has not paid. So it's still a challenge because we need that $50,000 to do something in Sinoe. Up to now, Teahjay has not paid the conviction fine, and the court in the land is so toothless. They're looking at the man. He's walking around, he's bluffing. Okay, so that's the challenge. Mr. Zarzar is still pursuing that. The payment of $50,000 which Teahjay owes the people of Sinoe County still remains an outstanding challenge to Honorable Zarzar. He's fighting for the people to get that $50,000 back, and we'll get it back. That's a challenge. Teahjay does not want to give our money to us. The threat Teahjay poses to the peace and unity of Sinoe County, or the people of Sinoe, that's something that's a challenge to Mr. Zarzar. Teahjay is polarizing the people of Sinoe County 24/7 on tribal basis. Instead of using tribe like the keyboard and put all the keys together and produce a sentence or a word, a sentence, a paragraph, and a book. No, Teahjay divides people on tribal lines. That's what he does. It's a challenge that Mr. Zarzar is fixing. And that's why Mr. Zarzar is going against this man to remove him so that the families, the people of Sinoe, they are one family, so they can live together again in unity. The imminent threat of corruption that still looms over Sinoe County due to the presence of Teahjay in the power structure of Sinoe County is a challenge for Mr. Zarzar. Yes. Teahjay's presence in the Senate, it still poses a threat of corruption in our county. It's a problem. You can't change. You can't teach old dog new tricks. The man got to be removed. Okay? Number five challenge. The inability of Teahjay to sponsor a decent bill is a challenge. Imagine Zarzar sponsor a bill to give a community college, to clear the payroll, to take ghosts from payroll. And Teahjay was sponsoring something good as well, and Clayton Duncan was doing the same thing. Sinoe will be better, Liberia will be better. But Teahjay sponsored a bill to legalize rape. And so there's a challenge for Mr. Zarzar, but that one Mr. Zarzar killed that bill. Okay? So the inability for Teahjay to sponsor a decent bill, that's a challenge. And that's why we want to remove Teahjay. Teahjay's insatiable appetite for marginalizing certain people on the basis of tribal construction, that's a challenge that Mr. Zarzar is facing. That's why we want to remove Teahjay. The denial of scholarship to students. Teahjay will go on Mamadi show and say students should not get scholarship. The county development funds are not meant to educate people. No. He'll make the kind of stupid argument. And those are the things that Mr. Zarzar facing. He's fighting right now. Teahjay's doctrine of terrorizing the people of Sinoe County remains a serious challenge. I can play this audio right now where the woman is literally crying. Oh, Teahjay won't kill us. Teahjay, people then they're attacking us right now. I can play that. I got all these different videos, but I don't want to be here all day. These are some of the challenges that Mr. Zarzar is facing, for which we are making sure that October 10, we remove the car roll. We got to just spoke with Patricia the other day. I said, Patricia, the Teahjay gave a car and said, my brother, I don't want to give my car to me. I just talked to her a couple of days. Just follow up. The Teahjay gave your car. She said, my brother, my car has not been given to me. The man refused to give my car to me. And so we want to remove this car roll. It's a challenge. Got to take the man from there. One of the challenges that Mr. Zarzar is facing right now is the dishonesty on the part of Clayton Duncan. Duncan ran a national campaign, and he said he bringing people to America, and he was taking money from people. As you speak, a year ago now, almost going to 2 years, nobody has come to America. Or Duncan. That's a challenge. It's a lie. They're being dishonest. That's something that Mr. Zarzar is facing. Duncan's refusal to pay people that work for him is a challenge of Mr. Zarzar. It's a challenge. When people work for you, especially professionals, you got to pay them. But Duncan will call the people crooks. They are thieves. They are raw people that work for him. He's calling their names. And so it's a challenge. We want people to get paid when they work for you. And that's something that Mr. Zarzar is fighting. Not sponsoring a bill for 6 years. Clayton Duncan been in the House for 6 years. And not a single bill to his credit. You can't see a Clayton Duncan in the Capitol building advocating for we, the people of Sinoe County. You can't see anything. And that's a challenge to Mr. Zarzar. We want all the lawmakers to function so that our people will benefit. Clayton Duncan failure to advocate for J.F. Grant Hospital in Greenville. The biggest, the largest referral hospital in Sinoe County is in Clayton Duncan's district. It's called the J.F. Grant Hospital. The other day, one of the senators, Senator Augustine Cheer, stood on the floor of the Senate, and he said, J.F. Grant Hospital in Sinoe County does not have toilet paper. That's what the lawmaker said. A toilet paper. And this hospital is in Clayton Duncan's district. And for 6 years, Clayton Duncan can't put toilet paper in there. He flies to America to get medical care. These are the challenges that Zarzar is facing. Plus the car roll you see on the screen there. These are the things you are talking about. And that's why we want to replace these guys. Joining Teahjay to deny people jobs. That Clayton Duncan. You John Teahjay. They deny people jobs. Boca district resurfaces in Sinoe. So people can get jobs. All these things, they are online. Just go online and read. They're there. They are there. The men, they will put together and say, oh, these people should not get jobs because they're listening to Teahjay. And now he and Teahjay fighting. Another challenge that Mr. Zarzar faced or is facing or faces is creating land conflict. That what Teahjay can do, he creates land conflict in Sinoe as a result. Going, I think the Equatorial Power Company that were there, the company left the county because they just started land conflict and the people almost fought war in Sinoe County. All right, it was through the intervention that Zarzar that nothing chaotic happened over there, but the company left as a result. Our people are unemployed. Okay, so I can go on. These are some of the achievements and challenges facing Mr. Zarzar. But once we remove this menace called Teahjay from our backs, October, you will see a massive celebration in Sinoe County. The family will come back together again. Because the likes of Teahjay, the only way they can survive is division. It's division. Teahjay can only survive on division. Okay? Divide and Congo. That's what the man can survive on. So we're going to take him from there. So don't listen to the people and say Teahjay will win. Teahjay cannot win. Teahjay cannot win any election now in Sinoe County. Because what are the people will be? What is it that the people will be looking at? Unless the people don't care for what the guy has been doing to them. Okay, do a math: 6 years plus 9 years. How many years? That's 15, right? The man served as superintendent for 5 to just to be moderate, 5 or 6 years. And 74 projects were earmarked. Go to Sinoe right now and ask the people, what did you do with the money that I gave you for the 74 projects? Teahjay cannot tell you anything. You want to put him back for that? For being declared guilty for corruption? The people of Sinoe County, nothing wrong with us. I look up Teahjay and he's in the county right now and people are behind him and he feels emboldened. He feels that the people will vote for him. No, the only reason the people are currently behind Teahjay is because Teahjay stole their money. And you go into the county, you cooking some food. The people say, okay, so you don't get our money to work, you don't do projects, and you kill some cow, we'll eat the cow. We'll come. We'll say Messiah, when time comes. If we crucify him, so when we get to the battle box, it's a different game. So right now, we'll eat your money. That's why the people are behind Teahjay right now. They are not behind him because they love him. As a senator, Teahjay himself will go to Sinoe County. A recent presentation before, and right now he's in Sinoe County, but the visit before the current visit. He went to Amwenu, or Amwenu's forum, and he stood before the people of Sinoe County, and he said, all the bills are sponsored for the past 9 years, they are gathering dust. Now, he in his own words, not me. He said the bills are gathering dust, they can't pass. When I sponsor them, they can't pass into law because it's not my job to lobby with anybody. I don't care when I finish passing it, I sit down. Okay. The bill will go advocate for itself. Yes. So Teahjay said his bills are gathering dust. Will you vote for the man for that? The man who say, you know, he killed Nambesla, he God killed Nambesla. Don't take it from me. I will play it for you so you can hear. Yes, and you think that propaganda. No. Let me play Teahjay himself in your own word that he God killed Nambesla. That the man you want? You want such a man? I don't think so. At least, as far as I know. Listen to him, not me. No, God did not fight the battle for the Sinoe people. God fought the battle, your witchcraft, God fought the battle for yourself. All right? God fought the battle. You want to hear him saying, take Sonny Boy Noah and Quentin Duncan to the slaughter? Don't listen to that for a little bit. I'll be.
I think this is the second time. Senator, the whole politics thing, about the whole county, is everyday business. Today, tomorrow, and before, we all saying, yes, they still see me, other people were making the who were supporting Mabudu yesterday, that he wanted Mabudu job. Therefore, you want Senator. If I tell you what the same person who really encouraged some of all about Duncan Benin when you want to be representative for this place. So now Duncan being senator or wanting to be senator, I think it should not be for some of us business. And you see me when you call me an answer, yes, yes. I'm going to man. Yes, it is. You know what I don't want? No. I don't want Milton Teahjay or Brigham Duncan to destroy your while we are going down. Exactly. And some of them were all the way unfortunately a very smart kind of girl to help other people. I cannot believe that you would then destroy yourself like that in the twinkling of an eye. And something about the law, with all the political analysis we can do for myself, now you are now going to damage you permanently in South African politics. Somebody who got no political backyard, if the one you get behind to fight the fool of the country, how much you think you're going to go with that? And you think you can cajole me to believe what you're saying to free you off? You are nothing to say permanently to the house. Sorry, bro. The way I will treat people talking in South Africa, how you were feeling like a council. While sitting with him, you said you're still taking that man. And the problem you're doing, you don't got the African donkey to fight me. So that when the capital, you will be busy. What day you were found there? When you proceed, I'll call you. Okay, so let me finish this. I will listen to you. I will not call you over. Just listen to me. Okay. You have put so much in your political career to damage yourself in the twinkling of an eye because what you have done is suicidal. It's suicidal. Even you will have more political career. You go to the president and face on donkey. Where players will get president donkey? You can't see the crowd. Especially against Milton Teahjay. You think I'm a people stupid? Or even going to someone going there here? Nobody is there. Wait for Milton Teahjay. This is someone they can't be me. then you join him, then he preparing you. But now see so much that you have destroyed yourself irreparably. But enough for me to say that the future, let's give us the future. You are only going to thank God. I guess thank God that it is not the enemy who fought you. There's no crew there who fought you. You took yourself to the Zarzar. You did it yourself. And I'm not arguing with you. I just don't like the fact that you want the young people with the telling on tomorrow. Destroy yourself like that because that kind of things are coming behind you. Injustice and injury. You damage yourself. What is your time? The moment this was the dollar really be relevant, the business will say, he created this so funny, but they went away. You're not going to come in and destroy you? My district? But what will be the number of them? I'll be in operating on the 11th of next month. And see for yourself. I don't know about he finished. Not only will he not be served, I will take that job for him, and I will try to show him that I work on that. If I get it, any shop I might be wrong. I will move him for all kinds of political things permanently. You can move it. And one by one, everything I'm telling you, I mean it. He did it to Milton Teahjay, he succeeded. He did it to Quacker, he succeeded. He did it to Melvin Dweh, he succeeded. He did it to even his own wife, he succeeded. But I will give him the last checkpoint. He will never cross the checkpoint. I'll call you this evening because I'm going to.
No, please don't answer this to me. No. No, Senator, between you and myself, nobody owns Sinoe County as you claim. Senator, y'all shouldn't do these things to us. When you are Southern Sinoe County as you claim.
So that's it. A little bit of Milton Teahjay then going ballistic on Sonny Ball and Creighton Duncan. Okay. The reason Sonny Ball now switched to district number 3 is because of this audio right here. Because initially, Creighton Duncan was preparing Sonny Ball to run in district number 1. But then after Teahjay bullied him, put fear in him, he left that. You got in the video, in the same audio when you listen, Teahjay said the only place you get chance at district number 3. That in district number 1, you can't destroy yourself irreparably. So now Sonny Ball scared. You go to district number 3 and they have a primary and they're allowing people to vote. Yeah, they say one primary. That's what you see now. So you see what Milton from Milton Teahjay, and that's why we want to take Milton Teahjay from there. Milton Teahjay said Creighton Duncan and they are going down. You know, the guy destroyed himself. All right. You see, when I treat people, when I finish with Creighton Duncan in the play, the people will call him gangster. Okay. That the man he brought to the people. He said, when you deal with a man, and the people will see you as gangster. He said, when you finish with Creighton Duncan and Sonny Ball, Sushan Bossa will be better than them. The owner of the county. So people are Sinoe County. I just giving you some of the challenges that the people of Sinoe County, they have been grappling with for the past 9 years. Okay? And that's why Mr. Zarzar wants to take the man from there. I want to see the normal person in Sinoe County. After this man left your county account balance, Sinoe County account balance, when Teahjay went there, it was in $3 million US dollars. $3 million United States dollars. When he left, you know how much Teahjay left there? Don't take it from me. Me, I'll let show you the evidence. Let me show you how much Teahjay left in your account for $3 million. So you can get the guy here. When people vote for the man, they are saying like people something wrong with us. Okay. This is Sinoe County bank statement here that was extracted by GSC when they were doing their audit. After going through it, you see where I put yellow thing in here, the yellow line here. They say closing balance, that the amount that were in their account when the GSC did their audit, negative $27,178.27. Now, how much did they left in our account? When he met $3 million United States dollars, because Honor Ellen Johnson said leave the country. the international donors, they were sending a lot of money, and that's when they established the county development funds and those things, right? And so they used to send Sinoe County share. This man looted from us. 3 million gone. And the man left naked to 27,000. What that means is we, the people of Sinoe, we had to pay for that money. We pay after nothing left in the bowl. It can't say looting, kept looting. And the man said, my man, you now looting, I see your balance, the money you hire, and nothing left, and you still taking money. And you took over the 3 million, you took additional $27,178.27. So you want to vote for the man for this? It's up to you. But I think you will not do that. I can go on and on. The people in Teahjay's town, where he was born, where a naval stream was buried, that man, he forced the district superintendent, Annie Pobler, instructed the woman and said, take 46 person for payroll now. And the woman was forced to write a letter. We extend, you see that why did she started that communication with we? Because Teahjay and Teahjay were writing a letter, right? So she said, we extend our compliments and wish to forward for your kind consideration the attached list of 46 people from Taiwan or citizens from the district that are to be replaced. As you will note, the attached contains both those to be replaced along with the names of individuals that are to replace them. What did they do? They did not tell us. He replacing people. The only reason that man was replacing the people, because the people, they were not giving little chopping on the side, because when you get paid, tell you when you don't pay you give me, you gotta give me a little thing, or else I will take you from there. And the people say, man, the thing will get in, not enough. How can we take something from there again? They just say, okay, and the people take the people from there. And they implemented this. You know why the people were not removed? It's because of Zarzar. Zarzar stood for the people. He defended, he said, no, what is the infraction that the people committed? And so today, these people, 46 people of Taiwan, they are still on payroll because of Zarzar. Don't 46 people, they will vote for Teahjay. You know, don't 46 people get family, right? They get friends. They will go vote for Teahjay. So the man has dug his own, I'm talking about Teahjay. The man has dug his own political grave. So October 10, we're going to exhume. It's not exhume, no, inhume. Because when you exhume, you take it out. You inhume, you bury the man. So we're going to bury Teahjay politically, democratically, for looting for us. Yeah, well, backing the people of Sinoe County, I said, the man ate 3 million for us. And the court told us, yes, the man is guilty. The court told us that. And urge you, the people of Sinoe. I said, Umbo and Boli, I beg you, I hold your 2 feet. You congregate. Go in front of the Capitol building and demand for the resignation of Teahjay. Send the Senate does not have ethics committee to ask the man to leave. I told the people, they did not listen. And they have a corrupt man, a guilty man representing them in the Capitol building, and they expect good results. And the man sponsoring bill to legalize rape in the country. And that's what the campaign is all about. We are talking about removing Teahjay to restore the sanity of Sinoe County, to restore the brotherhood, the sisterhood, to restore that unity of purpose that has been lacking for 15 years. For 15 years. The people of Sinoe County, the crew man has a son by the Sapo man, a Sapo woman, and vice versa. The Jidepo by the crew and Sapo, everybody, they are interrelated. But this man is consistently preaching tribalism because that's the only way he can survive. He cannot survive on ideas. No. Teahjay cannot survive on ideas. Go. Don't listen to him. Anybody who you see cussing, the person is devoid of ideas. And I want to make him be cussing people. Oh, the other one retarded. The other one, this one. He has no idea. He is empty of ideas. And the people are right. You know what they say? The barrel that sounds the loudest, is not the one that gets in it? No. The barrel that sounds the loudest is the empty one. And so when you look in the Liberia Sunday, the loudest mouth man in the Liberia Sunday is Teahjay. But what is this accomplishment? Nothing. He can't show anything to us. At least the one we can see that Teahjay guilty for corruption. That's what we can see. That accomplishment. Y'all go for that kind of man. Y'all go vote for him. Y'all go vote. You say Boko District resurfaces, then you feel the sponsor bill to amend Boko District. You can see the tribal listing is all about written all over the man. And tribe is not the problem in the country. It's bad leader like Teahjay. They are the problem in the country. Bad, terrible, horrendous, inimical leaders like Teahjay. They're the problem, but the Harbian tribes, the youth tribes as a facade to put the people in power while they're enjoying the people resources. I would say that the man was dead broke. He was broke before he became superintendent. In no time, the man get personal motel. He get private school. He get houses all over the place, putting renters and NGOs in it. Where is the man magically taking the money from? He's looting from you. That's what he's doing. And you are seeking honorable behind. I say, yes, our people, their enemies are the ones they are praising. The one that suppress them. Now, what Harriet Tubman would say, you know what? Had they known that they are slaves, had they not known? Or yeah, if they know that they are slaves, but they don't know they are slaves, so I can't go free them because they don't know. If they know they are slaves, they are go free them, but they don't know that they are slaves, and so they celebrate the master or the masters. Now, what Teahjay is doing, son, they celebrate the man. But now, it is ending October 10. And I imbued with elation, with happiness, with joy. When the Electoral Commission announces the results, and it is, no, there is no ambiguity in my mind. I am not ambivalent about anything. I am setting the setting that this economic gorilla will be decapitated democratically on December 10, October 10. Teahjay I'm talking about here. We'll take that man from there. I am confident beyond all confidence. We'll take Teahjay from there. Whether the tribal zealots, they like it or not, because our crew brothers and sisters, they are sick of this man. Tribalism. He can't go to them to sell ideas. You will say, oh, the group people, they come and call your hair. That is not the problem. Nobody come and call somebody here. You and Taylor, your brother war, you call people here, people die. 250,000 people die. And you come there and you play the same theater. Nobody bringing water. You and Taylor brought water to the country. That's how this man survives. Those things are over. Teahjay is history. It's history. We will be on the ground. I will come to Sinoe. I will go from every village and town in Sinoe County. I will make the case to you. If you want to be walking for Teahjay cars and to be splashing dirty water on you, it's up to you. Me, I want you to get car too. I want you to get your own car. You should not go be back in Teahjay 24/7. And while he's sitting in the Capitol building and sponsoring bill for people to rape your children. No, that's not what you send a man there for. You send a man for your children to be protected. But you sponsor bill to put your children in harm's way and say, I will protect the rapists. You know the rapist and they get right too. I said, this man, the world, he and Taylor brought to the country, and they killed 250,000. The man is mentally not okay. For somebody to say rape should be the law of the land, he defending rapists. Oh, the people there, they can accuse innocent people, but the law say expeditious trial. That's why your constitution says, if rating rain, you are lawmaker, read a book. They say, so that why you should insist on, let people be tried expeditiously, rapidly, so that they don't keep them in jail forever. So innocent people can be in jail. So when you do expeditious trial, when somebody innocent will go home. There are allegations anyway. So but Teahjay said, no, we are not insisting on expeditious trial. We are not insisting on fair trial. We are insisting on giving rapists bail. When you rape, you pay money. you go by in the community and you become threat again to people. Yes, that's what Teahjay wants. So it's up to you. But I don't think you can make that decision. You love your children too much to vote for somebody who say the people should rape your children. No. And all the things Teahjay doing, the children are not in the country. The children are out. I don't know why he get child, I don't know. But he has no child or children in the country. And so that your children, the men put in harm's way. Legal law say, because they the law, they beat people there. They will rape the people because they got money, right? You don't want to go to jail. So he say, you know what? When I do it, you know, I just take some money that I stole and then I'll be a good man. After the man declared guilty, right? They say 50,000. Look at the communication in front of you. The court verdict. 50,000 Teahjay has not paid. All right? So the dangerous law you have in the country, toothless. Now hold anybody accountable. Now let me do the last one for the day before I let you go. But in the meantime, let me look at some of the comments that are trending right now. Let me look at some of the comments that are trending. And see. Let me get that Teahjay stuff down. All right. But we'll be that man. It is clear that Senator Milton Teahjay is historic. He is history. So that was the synopsis. Now, let me look at your comments that are trending. Washing, Mr. Panto, thanks for watching. Complete contradiction. It is. The man is a bundle of contradiction. Washing, thank you. Why can't hear you? You can hear me? No, I think you hear me. I'm loud enough. Why can't? Yeah, I'm loud enough. So I think maybe it was then. It was from your device. Bring the number back on the screen. Oh, okay. The number is right there. Sorry. The number is right there. You can call if you want to call. That's Saros. You can also call me through Messenger. Can you put the number back on the screen? The number is right there. Sorry. Why are you using a number that is non-functioning? My number 267-86-0651 is active. You call that number, or you call me through Messenger. I don't know why it is not functional. I'm following from Sinoe County. I'm watching from Sinoe County. Dr. Melvin Zarzar is the next senator of Sinoe County. Honorable Twabo is the next representative of District Number 3. Bang this word. Okay. All right. That's the man's opinion over there. That's Honorable Political Tababo Pekin. Okay. So, guys, I'm going to do the last one. Then we'll call it a day. The last one I want to talk about here. All right. So, this is it. But let me show you something quickly here before I even go to that. Let me see. I want to play a quick video so you can see how the primaries in the other county are conducted, and Sinoe County are on a different level on. Let me see. Let me show you the quick video here.
Jackson Sibo. 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 Samuel Weir. 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 Samuel.
So I just want to show you a little example of how the process is going on in other county, the primary, right? But in the case of Sinoe County, the guy just woke up and started announcing results. We didn't see anything. I was talking about no one in there. They announced results without telling us how the process was conducted. They didn't show anything. So that's it. So it's a discrimination in Sinoe County. But now the last talking point that I want to talk about today before I let you go is this right here. Let me see something quick. Let me put this back. All right, this is the last one I want to talk about, and I'll call it a day. I will recognize those of you that are watching. I really appreciate you for joining me. So we want to talk about what I call sorcery and hired crowds will not get Senator Teahjay re-elected. Sorcery and hired crowds will not get Senator Milton Teahjay elected. Senator Teahjay is coronated in county. He is in Sinoe County. And according to him, he is there for petitioning. But, you know, we have our intelligence on the ground, right? We got our intel, we got the guys on the ground that give you information how the whole. Before Senator Teahjay, when you were planning to go to Sinoe, he got his boys on the ground, sent enough money to pay the people, people. Literally, they were going from door to door, giving people money. The senator coming, so you can come outside. That's what they were doing. So they bought the crowd. All right, that's why I say hired. When you hire somebody, you tell you want the person to do a specific thing because they don't want Teahjay to enter the town. When Mr. Zarzar went there just for awareness, that the crowd that Teahjay has is not even closer to it. You know, so Teahjay literally bought people. He sent bags of money to people, and the people going from door to door and they say, what the money from? They say, oh, senator coming here. The senator want you to come outside. And that's why you see, you know, they try, even they bribe people, but even the what you call it, the city hall cannot be filled. No, they can't fill the place. Even though Teahjay bribing people to come out, literally bribing people, hiring people to come. Now, when I talk about sorcery is as a fancy word for witchcraft activities. All right, for necromancy, the fancy word for wiccanism, they got different words. So you heard Teahjay, he said he God killed Nambeslo, right? That's sorcery. All right, that's necromancy. You appeal to dark forces. So he said, oh, I thank God my God killed Nambeslo. He said those things. He took other people to the slaughter hall and those things. Okay, that's sorcery. But right now, Senator Teahjay is in county. Before then, Teahjay went to Sinoe County. He has a pool in all his houses. Teahjay went in the middle of the water, stood in the middle of the river. He left Morovia, went in the jungle, stay in the middle of the river, and open his mouth. Why? What is he doing that? It's sorcery. It's necromancy. It's witchcraft activities. He is conjuring dark forces for election because he did nothing. And so he wants to, unnaturally manipulate the process, the election process or electoral process. So he going to all these different dark forces. Now, the new one that Teahjay has right now is not standing in the river and opening a mouth or he's God killing people. The man now holding, literally holding, bird fellows in your hand, a bunch of them in your hand, that what you carrying now. All right. The man has nothing to show us, nothing Teahjay can show us, but trying to manipulate nature so that he can win. Watch the picture. See the picture for yourself. Let me put a picture there. This is Teahjay right here. See, the man holding, I don't know what kind of bird fellow, he holding the plumage of the bird, he holding in your hand. What does that mean? Why would Teahjay go in the county and holding that in his hand to do what? The man is awakened. The man is a sorcerer. The man a witchcraft. So he goes to the voodoo doctors already and say, oh, when you go to Sinoe County, show that thing in the air. It will confuse the people. They will not think correctly. They will follow you. Whatever you say, that's what they will do. All right? And what Teahjay showing that thing in the air. I'm the spokesperson for the elders and the ancestors, and they talk to me. They say, my son, are you a free Sinoe County? So when we see something, we interpret it to you, and you go tell the people. What they're doing over there is not normal. It's not a normal thing. No. That man is chanting to rings and different things 24/7. That's what he does. I wish I didn't take some of these things down. The man chanting, ready, you'll be chanting to ring. So right now, that fellow Teahjay carry now. You know the fellow, what he can do? A light, right? So it can be blowing every direction. All right? So he's trying to confuse the people. Now why he's showing the fellow in the air? The man is the wizard. The man is not a modern male. The man is not a modern man. You know, see, that's a holy fellow in your hand, holding all the raw and looking at ring before. No. Teahjay cannot survive without sorcery, without wickedism. He has to do all the devious and unnatural things in order to survive. But this time around, the elders and the ancestors, they have told me and said, Doc, we want our children in Sinoe County to be free from Teahjay. And therefore, we will give you all the interpretation of all the devious things that he has been doing. We'll show it to you the election. So that he can tell our people. Why in these birds feathers? What does it mean? What does that mean? It means something clandestine. Maybe God told him again and say, carry that one so he can kill the other person. 2 persons in the slaughter hall already, right? So when Teahjay leaves Sinoe County, something will happen. Something will happen. You saw the man grieving here, brother just died at going time. You don't see Teahjay grieving, no. Master Teahjay. The brother just died at going time. The man he's not grieving, nothing. The man, nothing happened. Yes, that's the kind of man we have. He does not care. He his own brother passed away. The man is not mourning, nothing. You know, she tells him mourning. She's a terrible man. And so, Sinoe County, the medicine for Teahjay is Zarzar. Zarzar is the only remedy to Teahjay. Because he's a good man. You know what William Caleb Bryan said? Truth crushed to earth will rise again. Teahjay has been trying. Teahjay and forces have been trying to suppress the truth, which is Zarzar. But he's not succeeding. Every time he tries to suppress the truth, to tell lies about Zarzar, Zarzar will always come victorious. All right? So truth crushed to earth will rise again. And the young man will say, Mountain Calling, and say, the truth is stubborn. Yes, truth is stubborn. So the truth will prevail on October 10. The incantation, the conjugation, the different ritualistic activities of Teahjay will soon be something of the past. Yeah, it will be history. So we are happy. So I'm saying they're bringing Clayton Duncan. I just told you CDC they try to keep Teahjay on. It's a strategic move on the part of CDC. They just took money from Clayton Duncan so Teahjay can sit there, because Teahjay cannot be, Milton cannot be, not Teahjay, but Duncan cannot beat Teahjay inside the county. No way. It's not possible. Because Clayton Duncan is not indigenous to Sinoe. The man is not indigenous, he's a foreigner. He has, he had 2 parents, one from Grand Bassa and the other one American Liberia. He's not original to Sinoe County. And besides, we tried the man for 6 years. And Clayton Duncan did nothing. And they want to put you against another failure called Teahjay, who is a tribal man. He appeals to tribalism 24/7. That's what he does. The only challenge, the only undefeatable challenge that Teahjay has is Zarzar. It can't be Zarzar. That's why Teahjay is scared. The other day you were happy when the rumors are going around, or and Zarzar is getting out of the race, or he going back to district. You were happy. But since that Zarzar got back, he declared that he's going independent. Teahjay can't sleep. Donkey to his support here, the supporters they were on for supporters on Facebook and jubilating. Oh, Zarzar not running again, and they were all happy. And Teahjay supporter and the other beginning called charismatic and said, my first time to see people happy for the opposition getting out, because they know the force of Zarzar. They know what Zarzar brings to the table. And so we tried Teahjay as a superintendent, and nothing we can see. Even though when you were superintendent, the whole world, they were pumping money in Liberia. And Ellen Johnson said he giving some of the money to develop Sinoe County. At least give us 74 projects. Teahjay failed. On top of that, through the work of Zarzar, he was taken to court. And Zarzar was exonerated through the court because Teahjay was declared guilty. And we made senator, the people made senator out of tribalism. And after 9 years, Teahjay will come to us and say, you know what, all the bills are sponsored, they are gallery doors. Nothing passed into law. Then Creton Duncan, they say, let's try the miracle Liberian God. The man whose ancestors, they turned the majority into slaves in Liberia. For 133 years, they suppressed the indigenous people. So today, when you listen to Sinoe County, it's called Greenville, right? That Creton Duncan and from North Carolina, so they carry Greenville and name it after our place in Sinoe County. They changed the indigenous name. They call it Greenville. Our people call our place Sinoe. I will call it Sinoe. But no, they say no, they don't want to do anything that has to do with the indigenous, no. So they call it Sinoe County. Or they call it Greenville, the capital city. They call it Greenville. Then the names, our people get a Rosen name, they call it Mississippi Street. They call our port Alfred Ross Port of Greenville. No, it's not Klarwlue. It's not Nagbe. It's not Zarzar. It's not Teahjay. It's not Sayopo there. No, that Alfred Ross, that the men get a place. So all the major streets, all the major landmarks in Sinoe, we had to fight before we had even have a national park in that place. They wanted to call it Mississippi Park. How they wanted to call it. They don't want to see anything that has to do with indigenous people. I couldn't talk in it. So after Creton Duncan failed for 133 years, the people Teahjay brought the same man, Creton Duncan, and say, you know what? I want you to take our son from there. Jefferson Camon. And Duncan got there for 6 years. You can see one video in the Capitol building, Creton Duncan advocating for us. No, he will not. He is out of the country 24/7. And then election time, election getting closer, and he lied to the people. Oh, I come and carry you to America. And then you have a war shot, taking money from people. Yes, they've been paying money to the guy. 6 years he failed. He can't show us nothing, anything. The capital city of Sinoe County is muddy right now. He carry a company there, he got 5%. They can't face the roads. People work for him, he called them crooks. The articles are all over the internet. You can't pay the people. Your country people there, I can't pay them anything. You are slave for me. Yes. That Creton Duncan there for you. And the man coming by and saying you want to be senator in the midst of 2 indigenous sons. And you will survive? No. Is Zarzar and Teahjay in the race? Why the people will carry a miracle Liberian man? Who did nothing for us? Who building cold storage and different things for himself? He got gold, the creeks and our woman live next to that Creton Duncan get it. He didn't want to get it, all the gold and diamond from there. And our people are suffering. But then he say he wants to be our senator. You put a man there. But I think it's not possible. It's not possible. We'll try our son. I told you guys I am seeking indigenous solidarity. All right? We tried the American Liberia for 133 years. Then after that, we brought their son again, the Coin Charter again, 10 years. They failed. They failed for 133 years. Taylor came and failed 10 years. Ellen Johnson said he came for 12 years. She failed And Creighton Duncan failed for 6 years. We can't put him back there again. The American librarian, you go sit down. We tried our son, the digital son Teahjay, for 6 years as superintendent. He failed. We tried him as senator for 9 years. He failed. Zarzar has been succeeding. So we'll put him in the Senate. Then we'll find somebody for District 3. Sinoe will be on course. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me. Appreciate you. Alpha Cow. Melvin Dweh, I want to say congratulations for your election as president of USAA North Dakota Chapter and your team. Dr. Kumar Pakala Omens, how you doing? Thanks for following VOSD. I would appreciate you. I would appreciate Dr. Oh no, is that Dr. Honorable Political Tababo Pigin. Thank you for joining us. Beatan, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you. Hopefully I pronounced that name correctly. The wife of the representative of Sinoe County District Number 3 and incoming senator of Sinoe County, Madam Lucia Zarzar, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you. My man Ezekiel Solo, thanks for watching. Let's see here who else I'm seeing. The Cyrus Snane, thanks for joining me. I appreciate you. I don't know why you can't get through. I don't know. You should have called me through Messenger, WhatsApp. I don't know. Messenger, you'll get me, but I don't know why you said the phone number is not. My phone is working. Ernest Fowler, thanks for joining me. I appreciate you. That's Mr. Panto. James, thanks for joining. Benedict Bar, thanks for joining. Erita, Katie, thanks for joining. And thanks for the call. Me accepting my call or calling me back to give you a perspective. Sister Turbo, how you doing, Chi? Well, thanks for following the show. I appreciate your presence. Nadia, Mark, thanks for joining Voice of Sinoe. Stanley Flan, thanks for joining. I appreciate you following me. Tuba Lloyd and Tuba Lloyd Tuba. Okay, buddy, thanks for joining. Monty Zina, thanks for joining. Nathaniel Gatti Jr., thanks for following the show. Let's see, Milton Teahjay, thanks for following the show. Otello and Colo, outgoing president of USAA North Dakota, thanks for following. Winter Quia, thanks for following. Tio Juku Yimpan, thanks for following. Bolu Yamplu, Gift Love for Solid Voice of Sinoe, thanks for following. That's Uncle Success, I think, thanks for following. And Mr. William Swart, thanks for following. These are the people. If I don't call your name, that means I'm not seeing you. And if you are listening from the speaker, you don't want me to see you, want to say thank you for joining us as well. I appreciate you. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for not sharing. Follow us on YouTube. On YouTube is Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora. It's our name there. Follow us. Click the subscribe button there. And we got different videos that we don't post on Facebook. You can also follow that. Enjoy the rest of your day. The next time we'll talk about the leaders of district, the other political parties, that are coming. We saw this right here, Madam Sylvia. We've been hearing the name. She's in the race now, so we are seeing your flyer. So it's confirmed. Manakala Jebede Foley, one of the best candidates in the race, if not the best. This is an interesting picture right here. My man Moton. I don't know what you are doing on that picture. That's very interesting. Yes. The man, a devil, the man behind the devil? Why are you dressed like that? During the primary, my man Moton dressed like that. I don't know why. It was interesting. So I just thought, let me just showcase it. Maybe later I'll bring the man to interpret it for me. What it means. Rub all that chalk on yourself with the wife beater on and then pass away. That's it. I'm really kidding. All right, guys. I am out for the day. And I'll see you Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern, which will be 4 p.m. in Liberia. I am out.